then you can go back and read it for yourself to see if we lying or not. Just like the Bereans did Paul the Apostle. They wanted to double check to see if he was telling the truth or not. So they did research. It tells you that in the book of Acts, man, chapter 15. Okay, so yeah, man, this is real. And these lunatics, man, they want to put you in a FEMA camp. Come over, check this out. They want to put you in a FEMA camp, man. Yeah, it gets worse. This is where they want to put you, man. See, all of these FEMA camps and shit to have you destroyed. That's not real, man. That's not fair. You know, but this is what they're gonna do. This is what Esau Edom does. He's not fair. He comes and steals your natural resources, put you in a prison, call you something else. That's what he does. That's his MO. Modus operandi. His mode of operations. They force you to take the vaccine, put you in a FEMA camp in jail. If you don't take that RFID chip, that's where they're gonna put you. Okay, these are all the different locations across the United States where they're at. All these FEMA camps. And this is what they look like from a drone view. Okay? And this is where you're going to get it at. Walmart. Come on, man. If you spell Walmart backwards, it's Marshall for martial law. See? Yeah, this is the New World Order. United Nations Agenda 2030 mission goals. One world government, end of nations, one world army, one world police force. You got that now with ICE, right?
Shalom, Akim.
Okay,
Shalom.
one world
Y'all about to
one world cashless currency. The cashless currency is central bank digital currency. But the only way to access it is with the RFID chip. World population and fertility control, end of all private property. So they're gonna, if you have a car or vehicle or house registered by the state in order to pay state taxes, they actually own your property. You don't own it. You're just renting it. Okay.
Well, I think we're good. We're good. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Very much.
Good. Have a good one.
Yeah, that was the that's probably Islam. Watch those who call themselves Jews in the fact. They tripping on the fact that we woke up, man. We was never supposed to wake up. Okay. They're at the end of their rulership, man. They're fucked. Boo-hoo. Oh well. You can't get mad at us for that. That's crazy. Did you turn it on?
Yeah, it got the whole thing.
Oh, did you? I was trying to, yeah, because you're gonna have to keep the camera moving around. Stuff like that, man. I'll be trying to tell them, hey, look, this is what you got to do, man. Because you know these crackers, man, they really think they just gonna win. No, you ain't. The Son of God gonna kill the goddamn shit out of a whole bunch of y'all, man. He's gonna get you. My glasses on, so that's why I can read. Then I'm gonna turn my hotspot on. They tripping about that Cicero Borgia sign and the RFID chip. That's what they tripping on. I don't care, man. You cracker motherfuckers, you bastards is finna die. You might as well go and get ready. So I had a Russian. Shalom, everybody. I had a Russian come over here today.
Oh, Russian?
Yeah, that motherfucker was that white boy. He was Russian.
It sounds like he had an accent.
Yeah.
He's probably European.
Yeah, he's definitely a European. Okay, and he's shook up too, that we know. And then either he was Elam,
yeah, okay,
or he was one of them Jews that with his daddy. Y'all just saw it. I tried to show him everything. The RFID chip, the mark of the beast, the whole goddamn 9 yards, man. I ain't playing.
I thought they were Issachar.
You know, they look like Issachar, but don't get it twisted now.
Yeah.
Just some of these different individuals, they might look Mexican, but they from a different country, man. No bullshit. You can't tell them apart. Slovakia. Most of the time. There it is. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to finish typing in. Okay, the end of Esau's world. Done. Save. Okay. Now I'll just go back and save the screensaver for later. Ain't no big deal. All right, boom. Come on. Oh, that's right. I got to turn on my hotspot. Turn the hotspot. Okay, here it is. Oh, come on, man. An error occurred. Okay. Wow, man, really? Why?
Shalom, Akim. You give us a moment. Got some technical difficulties.
Yeah, I got some technical difficulties for sure, man. Cause they.
What was it making you do?
Man, it won't start. An error occurred. Why? What is the error? Server connection failed. Whatever, man. You can. That's fine. Don't care. Yeah. You know, the IDF. Shalom, everybody. Shalom.
Shalom.
We to the east. Call halal Yahweh.
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak Wadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth to rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
This is Matazal Lakham. This is the brother in arms, brother Yukal.
Shalom.
Okay, Yukal in the Lashawan Kodash language means endure. Means endure. And the Matazal Lakham means unleavened bread or pillar of bread, right? All right, and so basically we out here again doing it one more time.
Hopefully
trying to wake these, yeah. Hopefully this will be the last Passover.
Current.
Okay, because the Passover is on April the 1st this year for us. Okay, you can call it April Fool's Day, whatever the fuck you want to do. It's a pagan holiday. Who cares? Okay, that's Esau Edom's birthday, and he's a fool, right? April Fool. He's a fool to actually think that he's going to win over the Israelites. Okay, when the Most High God Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said that he's going to be destroyed. His latter end that he shall be destroyed forever, right? Amalek, we are right. It says in I think it's in the book of Exodus 17 that Amalek. Numbers 23. Numbers 23, right? Yeah, I think it's Numbers 23, and we'll start at 18. Okay, Numbers 23 and 18. I think it is. I get so many biblical scriptures in the book of Numbers conjumbled in my brain, it won't come out right. But yeah, it says that Amalek is the first of the nations, but it will be that he shall be destroyed forever. You see, and Amalek is the one that's running the world. Now, wait a minute. Now, the Bible's narrative, the narrative of the Bible, basic instruction before leaving Earth, Bible, right? Okay, the instruction manual told us that the Israelites would be scattered into all countries until the advent of the Son of the Most High. You could go to Isaiah chapter 11. Okay, and it would tell you that we would be scattered, and the Son of Man would come and retrieve us from all nations. It said the same thing in Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. He will send his angels with this great sound of a trumpet, and he will send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet to receive unto himself his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. That's where we've been scattered to because of our continued disobedience and not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? So that's it. And these Edomites are completely fucking insane. They honestly believe that they're going to prevail over the children of Israel and destroy us. Don't get me wrong, Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8 states that 2/3 of our people will be cut off and die on this side because they're in love with these Edomite Caucasians. They're in love with doing wickedness. They're in love with doing everything wrong. They like it. It feels good to them. So 2/3 of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans because they refuse to leave their false god and their false worship of Cesare Borgia, aka G was crossed. Every Sunday, they're at church. All during the rest of the goddamn week, you can't find them in a church house. But every Sunday, they swell it up. That whole cathedral building swell up with Asians, Negroes, and all kinds of Latinos. Okay? Every Sunday. And then Monday, they go back to doing what they were doing before, which is wickedness, doing everything wrong, backwards, opposite of what the Most High told them to do in the instruction book. What is eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, smoking weed, getting high, getting drunk? Every goddamn thing is wrong. They push it here in America. This is an experiment in wickedness. That's all America was ever supposed to be. To go against the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. How far can they go? They found a way to, by the skillful manipulation of the food and the water and the air, by the poisons they put in it, micronized to where it would affect the decision-making abilities of the children of Israel, because America, at the end of the day, is the largest open-air prison on earth. It's the largest one, and it holds the children of Israel. They make you think that you have a semblance of freedom when they're actually in control of everything that you do, say, want, where you live, where you go. You still are a perpetual slave, what they call an indentured servant or an employee. That's still slavery at the end of the day, because you have to go and do what you can to feed your family, if you have one. But there's a lot of homeless people out there that says, you know, they're broke, they ain't got nowhere to stay, because they refuse to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. There are homeless people, whites, blacks, even if they do go to church, okay, and worship Cesare Borgia, they're worshiping the wrong God. And the Edomites that are steadily becoming more and more homeless, because Amazon laid off, 2 weeks ago, another 13,000 people.
Every week Amazon is laying off thousands of people.
Thousands of people.
Every week.
Every week. Now, where the fuck are these people going to get their foodstuffs from to feed their families? How are they going to make the car payments? How are they going to pay the rent? They can't. So they become homeless. Donald Trump passed a law in 2025 that it is a federal offense to be a homeless person in America. It's a federal fucking offense. What do you think he's doing with these homeless people? There's an experiment going on to rid America of homeless people by having them exterminated, putting them in a FEMA camp. They got a FEMA camp about 20 miles outside of Wichita, where we're at, in Wichita, Kansas. They got a FEMA camp outside of Kansas City, Missouri, the largest FEMA camp in this part or this sector of the United States.
Guess who they have in their majority? You know, guess who the majority of people that's in that FEMA camp, man? All right, it's the Latinos. All right, starting off with the Latinos, man. All right, and eventually it's going to be the blacks and the Native Americans mainly, and then eventually the rest of you Americans, man.
Right. That was that they couldn't draft into the military, because now that Donald Trump, Agent Orange, the orange cheese curl, okay, has decided they're at war with Iran. Everybody in the world has decided to leave America the fuck alone. That is a biblical prophecy. Please go to Revelation chapter 17. We're going to start at verse 15. Okay, well, let's start up at verse 12. Revelation 17 and 12. And we'll read to the end of the chapter. 6 verses.
Okay, Revelation 17 and 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Right. Now, that 1 hour, those 10 kings are the 10 nations in the BRICS nations. Okay? The BRICS nations. Let me see if I can pull it up on my tablet right quick. Okay, so we can go through all of the BRICS nations that had just signed up. You know, Saudi Arabia signed up with BRICS last year. Okay?
Man, that's crazy. You know, those are the Middle East of America, basically, you know?
Yeah. It might be in my other phone, I don't know. Or on the phone that you're watching. You know? Okay, but if nothing else, I'll tap it into GPT. The 10 nations, who's in BRICS? That's what I'm going to now. Okay, let me go in there. Who are the 10 nations in, let me go back in, because I keep misspelling. BRICS.
I had it in my car.
Yeah, I know. I don't feel bad, man. All right, boom. Who are the 10 nations in BRICS? The BRICS group originally started with 5 countries, but it has recently expanded. As of 2024, 2025, the bloc has 10 full member nations. 10. Read that again, man.
This is Revelation 17 and 12. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast."
Okay. Now, the beast in this biblical scripture is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, that takes you back to Gog and Magog, found in Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 1 through 7. Okay, because he's going to become a guard and a shield for these 10 nations. And Gog and Magog, Gog is Vladimir Putin, the leader of the land of Rosh, which is Russia, okay, is Magog, okay, the land in which Gog sits. Okay, now, in addition to that, okay, China and Russia live on the same continent, right? So now you know who the beast power is in these last days. Now it's all Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. Okay, the devil is a wild brute beast, a wild bestial-like man. Okay, that all he knows is violence. That's all he knows. You can go to Psalms 140, verse 1. All they know is violence and shedding blood. Genesis chapter 9, verse 6 states, "He that sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of the Most High made he man." So, in the eyes of the Lord, you're trying to kill him because he made man in his image. Okay, so if you shed man's blood, the recompense of that is your blood is going to be shed by another man. Eye for an eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Do you think Esau relates to any of these axioms that I just stated? No. He does whatever the fuck he wants to do because he's got the dominion, right? He goes from continent to continent spreading more evil and wickedness. Now they want to go to Mars and spread wickedness in outer space. They want to get into different galaxies, different solar systems, and spread violence and steal more natural resources. Okay? Come on, man. These motherfuckers don't know anything else. That's their mode of operations, their modus operandi. Okay, MO. I'm gonna put you in prison. I'm gonna claim to be you and put you in the natural resources. The 10 BRICS nations. The BRICS group originally started with 5 countries, but it has recently expanded. As of 2024, 2025, the bloc has 10 full member nations. As of 2025, the BRICS nations consist of Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Iran, Egypt, and Ethiopia. Okay? Now, Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates are depending right now on America to protect them. But America has abandoned the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia to their own machinations. You see? And America has abandoned them. So they're going to use their natural resources to help out BRICS, which is the beast in this biblical context. Read verse 13.
Verse 13, Revelation 17 and 13, it says, "These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overtake them. For he is the Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful."
Exactly. So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is already predetermined who are the called, who are the chosen, and who are the faithful. They're already been predetermined. Fuck it, it's too late. Okay? He's written them down in the palm of his hand. Okay, I think it's in, what is it? Isaiah chapter 49, verse 5 and 6. No, 16. Take it back. I've written thee in the palm of my hand. The Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai wrote the called, the chosen, and the faithful in the palm of his hand. Predetermined for salvation, too late. Okay? So every time we come back into the reincarnation, okay, back into the flesh, because that's what reincarnation means. Okay, hold on. Salakia. Because, you know, Esau, the so-called white man, is the devil the Bible speaks of, tries to do everything he can, you know, by changing the wind direction and all of that old stuff. So this way we can't be heard. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't hear the words coming out of our mouth because the wind blows by our speaker that are in our devices and drown out what we're saying. Okay? Isaiah 49 and 16, I think it is.
Yeah, to 15, to 17. It says, "Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually." Well, I'm gonna read it 15.
Okay, start at 15. Get some context, yeah.
Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yeah, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me.
See what I'm saying? So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has already decided who's going to be saved and who's not. Period. Ain't no, I'm going to come in at the last minute. Fuck all of that. Either you were chosen or you weren't. It is that simple, man. Cut it dry. The Most High does not change. Malachi chapter 3, verse 6, I am the Lord thy God. I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. The sons of Jacob, not the sons of Esau, not the sons of Moab, not the sons of Ammon, not the sons of the Philistines, aka the Palestinians, not the sons of Ishmael, aka the Arabs. It says the sons of Jacob. Remember, Jacob wrestled an angel and prevailed. Now, angels can move planetary asteroids out of their elliptical orbit around planets.
There's videos of it.
Okay, there's videos of it. And then you've got and angels in the biblical context, okay, in scripture, one angel can wipe out 185,000 men in one night, just one. Jacob prevailed against this angel in a wrestling context, okay? And the Most High came down as Jacob and his family was coming out from his uncle Laban through Padanaram, okay, out of Padanaram, where his uncle Laban, Rebecca's brother, who was Jacob's dad, right? Jacob and Esau came out of Isaac, who was the son of Abraham, the chosen seed. So the Most High, through great labor, made his people perfect by choosing specific individuals and bloodlines in order to make the 12 tribes of Israel come about. Okay, so he could spread the children of Israel as the sands of the sea, as he was promised to his friend Abraham. Okay, makes sense to me. But like I said before, those are the BRICS nations, right? Background, the name BRICS originally came from the first 5 economies: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. In 2023, at the 15th BRICS Summit, the group voted to expand membership, bringing in several new countries beginning in 2024, right? So those other 5 countries were Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Iran, Egypt, and Ethiopia. And all of these different countries, Ethiopia was never conquered by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. I seen a video about how Ethiopia was against the British, and the British got their ass kicked by the Ethiopian king, Menelik. Okay, right? Now it says in the book of, I think it's in the book of Job or in the book of Proverbs, whereas are not like the Ethiopians unto me, right? And we all know what the Ethiopians look like. They're dark-skinned race people. Okay, so the Most High God was comparing his children, the Israelites, to the Ethiopians, who were actually Cushites. Okay? Let me ask you this. I mean, Biz, you know, a lot of people are new. If Miriam and Joseph, the mother and father of Yahushua, whom you ignorantly call Jebus Christ, right, was told by an angel, the angel Gabriel, to go into Africa in order to hide from Herod Antipater, right, to hide from Herod, because Herod was going through the house of Jacob, destroying the firstborn of all of the house of Israel, right? He was a Roman, the Roman, what do you call it, damn? Roman Caesar, okay? And this guy had the unmitigated audacity to kill the firstborn of all of the children of Israel, okay? The angel Gabriel, which means messenger, told Miriam and Joseph to take the baby into Egypt. Now, for 12 years they lived in Egypt. They came back after the death of King Herod, right? Okay? It would be virtually impossible to hide an Edomite Caucasian in all of the land of Africa. It would be impossible to hide him in Africa. And his parents, if they look like Caucasians, goddammit. That's the reason why these Edomite devils have been telling a fucking lie for 500 years, saying that the Son of God looks like them. Moses looks like them. Well, that's what they show at the movies. A movie is a rendition of a lie. It is a moving lie. You have actors. Actor, okay, the Latin and Greek word for actor is hypocrite, okay, or liar. They're liars. Their job is to tell you a goddamn lie so that you would believe it. Do you believe in Superman? Henry Cavill is Superman. He can fly. Tell that motherfucker to take off the ground right now and go flying somewhere. He'll look at you like you got shit in your mouth. He'll look at you like you got gravel in your teeth. Okay? You really believe I'm Superman? Hey, let's test his bulletproof. Let's see if we can shoot his ass. Okay? See if the bullets will bounce off of him. He'll run for his life. Okay? Actors are hypocrites. Okay? At the movies, in Hollywood. They're liars, man. That's their job, is to tell you a lie, to keep you pacified. Okay? And to change your mental fortitude. So this way it'd be a lot easier for them to use subliminal messaging through these lies that they're telling you, that not only are they telling you a lie, but to you, they would be telling you the truth. You got little kids that believe in the X-Men. You got little kids, right? I did. When I was a kid, I thought the Transformers was real. I thought that He-Man was real. I have the power. Come on, man. I thought the Super Friends was real. I'd get up every Saturday morning at 6 o'clock and watch Lost in Space just to watch the Super Friends. Okay? No bullshit, man. So whenever you get done, man, I'm probably talking about cartoons and stuff he ain't never heard of before. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, come on, man.
I was putting on the old Transformers for my boy. He was watching.
Yeah, he should. That way, when he watched the Transformers movies, he know who everybody is by the cartoon. Starscream, what you call him? Megatron, Bumblebee, Omega Supreme, Omega Prime, or whatever his goddamn name, Optimus Prime. You know what I'm saying? The little kids will know by the cartoon who the characters are and what they can and what they cannot do. Unicron, okay, Rodimus Prime, you know what I'm saying? Galvatron, you see what I'm saying? And these are all actors, individuals that get paid to tell you a fucking lie, man. Those are the highest paid people in the world to tell you a lie. All Hollywood is about is individuals that drink blood and eat human flesh. Read Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. Then we're going to get up into the lesson. Okay.
Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Verse 34, their Redeemer is strong. the Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Now go to Isaiah chapter 49, verse 26, the last verse. Okay, that's the reason why I went to Isaiah 49. You know, it's a lot of truth in that, because if the brother read at Isaiah 49 and 1 down to 26, it's all about the deliverance of the children of Israel. That's a biblical promise, that a poem of love for God's chosen people. Okay, all the way down, man. And then you get down to verse 26. Read verse 26.
It says, and I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh, and they shall be drunken with their own blood, as with sweet wine, and all flesh shall know that I, the Lord, am the Savior and the Redeemer of the Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So the recompense for Esau, Edom, eating babies and drinking blood is that for 1,000 years of an enslavement, they're going to eat flesh and drink blood. That's what you want to eat? That's fine by me. That's the reason why the Most High is saving the elites for the wickedness of what they've done and put them into slavery. Go to Isaiah or Psalms 149, start at verse 5. So yeah, you elites, you motherfuckers better get down in them underground bunkers. Gates of hell, Bill Gates of hell, Zuckerberg, Peter Thiel, all the rest of you lunatics, Alan, whatever Greenspan, whatever his goddamn name is, all you monkeys, you better get y'all's monkey, hairy red asses down in them underground cities. Goddamn it, you've been hoarding food, water, and shelter, underground swimming pools, underground this, underground that, for the last 25 years that we found out about. Okay, and them underground cities. Them underground cities have been dug out since 1989. Okay, the same time Iran started digging out their underground city to put all of them limitless amount of cluster bombs and different missiles down there, where they could just continue to fire at Israel, no problem. Okay, every time they get a disagreement, they go straight to war. Have you noticed that? Okay, and Iran is simply defending themselves. That's Ishmael. Ishmael just want to do what he do. You know, he got gold-plated cars, gold-plated teeth, gold bliss, diamonds over there, rubies over there, emeralds over there. Come on, man.
They got their own zoos.
They got their own. Okay, now you know. Now listen to this. In the United Arab Emirates and also in Saudi Arabia, their streets have a built-in air conditioning system to stop the streets from melting in that great heat. Because it's 136, 140 degrees in the fucking shade out there, man. Yeah. That's direct sunlight from the Most High in heaven through the sun. Huh?
That costs a lot of money.
Yeah, it costs a lot of money to put an underground air conditioning system just to keep the roads cool so they don't crack. Come on, man. Every time they reach to a certain temperature, steam comes out the street in order to keep the streets cool. No bullshit, man. Go Google it and see if I'm lying. That's how much money they got. Okay? That was a blessing directly that the Most High, Abraham had asked the Most High God to his face about, because he was worried about Ishmael. And Ishmael got it all. They've been having it all, and ever since. They gonna keep their blessing. Period. Okay? The Most High, only begotten Son, Yahushua, is going to take their blessing from them, and for 1,000 years they're going to get away from that Allah shit, and they're going to worship the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, at the top.
Calling the Lord his real name.
Yeah, they're going to call upon the Lord's real name. But his real name is Yahweh, like it says in this sign over here. Okay? Uh-oh. See that sign down there? Okay, this is the name of the Son of the Most High God. Yahweh-Shai, Yahweh-Shai. And even it has it in the Syrian script Hebrew, without the vowel points, that Masoretic text bullshit. Then you got Yahweh, Yahweh. That's the name of the Father. You see what I'm saying? And so what we try to do is we try to explain what the true name of the Father is and the true name of the Son is. These people do not have a clue. They're still calling on God and Jesus Christ. Okay? That's not his name. The letter J was created in 1524 by John Giorgio Trissino, an Amalekite biblical scholar. One of them imposters over the bloodline of those imposters over there calling themselves Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. They go over there and hump a fucking wall. Bust a nut all over a wall. Really? In broad daylight in front of everybody. This is the madness of these people. And you chose them to be God's people over you as opposed to the real people of the Lord, okay, who are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Most white people, generation by generation, tell their children and their first sons that you're better than everybody else in the world because you're white. This is what they tell their kids. And they come out and they go to school believing that. They interact with society after they become adults and they see that. The people that are in control, that run the buildings, that run the stores, okay, are all so-called white people. They're not white, they're red. You get them out of that shade and they cool, and you put them in direct sunlight, they'll turn red as a goddamn apple. Okay? And their eyes will all turn white or gray. They'll look like demons, man. Only thing be missing off them motherfuckers is horn coming out of their head and a tail. Real talk, man. Anyway, where was I at? Yeah.
Psalms 149:5.
Yeah.
It says, "Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord."
Right. See? So that's it, man. I mean, you know, you have to understand these things. The Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua has a specific certain people that he engraved upon the palm of his hand that he will never forget. Okay? He made sure that he would never forget us as a promise they had made to his friend Abraham. That there would always be, and made the same promise to King David, that there would always be a man of Israel to sit upon his throne. And the Most High Yahweh made Yahushua, the son of the Most High God, to sit upon the throne of King David. The reason why these heathen nations don't want us to rule is because we're going to go back to the days of King David. We're going to go back to the days of King Solomon when they were all subject to us. Okay? They were all subject to us. If they didn't do what they were told, or if they were found worshiping a false god, them and their entire family were exterminated in public. To tell you and show and spread the fear of the Most High God amongst the people, this is what's going to happen to you for disobedience. Okay? And this is what's coming back upon the earth again, and these heathen nations are scared, man. They're running scared. And they don't understand it. Why? Why come we just can't do what we want to do? Because you tried to build the Tower of Babel already, and you failed. Because it was the will of the Most High God that you failed at the Tower of Babel. You thought at the time that you could do what you want to do. Back then, they were doing exactly what they're doing now. They were taking a tiger and a lion and intermixing them and make a baby come out, okay, and that baby would be a liger or a tigeron. What kind of shit is that? You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, let me get back over here to go back to Revelation chapter 17, brother. 17. Read 17 and 15 again.
Okay, Revelation 17 and 15, it says, "And he saith unto me," you said 15?
Yeah, Revelation, no. It was 12.
Okay.
Revelation, right.
Revelation 17 and 12, it says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are the 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Right? Now, like I just went over earlier in the video, the 10 nations are Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Iran, Egypt, and Ethiopia. And America and Israel is against all these countries. Have you noticed that? They're over there bombing, bombing what? Haiti, Ethiopia. Okay, I mean, why? They're at war with Pakistan. America doesn't have enough men, and they don't have enough munitions in order to have this all-out war in all directions. Okay?
Trump has admitted it. You know?
They're out of weapons, man. So they have to go from all of these weapons and drones that they just ran out of, they have to go into a ground war. Okay? Now, the Valley of Megiddo is ready, and the Euphrates River is completely dried up. You can run tanks across there and troops across the Euphrates River. Euphrates River is completely dried up. It's been dried up for about 3 years now. It's solid enough, okay, to where they can run armies across there now in order to go into the Valley of Jehoshaphat or the Valley of Megiddo. Right?
Like the scriptures say, you know, the Lord would drive the river of Euphrates just for that reason, man.
Just for that reason. Okay.
And but before you get that,
go ahead.
Talking about America and Israel, because they're the same damn thing. How do you say it? The defense missiles that shoot down those drones and those missiles. They're
Iron Dome.
Yeah, those missiles, the defense missiles cost $1 million
a piece.
But what Iran's offensive missiles, all right, those are cheap. They're cheaper. All right, and they're more maneuverable. You know, you could hide them in a semi truck and whatnot. But the defense missiles, which cost $1 million each, sometimes they miss. So sometimes you got to use two of them or maybe 3 to hit one of these less expensive offensive missiles. And where they shoot them from, all right, these defense missiles are on this big, slow, clunky truck kind of vehicle, man. All right, and it's slow, it's clunky, you know, and it's less maneuverable, man. So hey, and Donald Trump says, you know, they're running out of that those missiles, man, and it's expensive.
Right, it's very expensive. Where are they going to get the materials to make more? You can't get them here in America. You need lithium. Okay, you need what? Magnesium, copper. You don't have it here in America.
That's why he's trying to go to. Hey, I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but the United States bombed Ecuador. You know, we all obviously know what they did with Venezuela. You know, and he's trying to start shit in Mexico. You know. So that, you know, he could take those resources from these Latino countries, man.
Right. Now, China has purchased a mountain in Mexico that's nothing but lithium at the base of it. In Mexico. I found this out back in 2024. Okay, and you know, the United States goes into Mexico messing with the cartels. That's a lie. That's a cover story. It's all about the natural resources in Mexico. Okay, go ahead.
My bad. Do you know where in Mexico that mountain is?
No, I think it's by the southern border between Mexico and South America.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, there's a big population of Moabites, you know, down there in Mexico.
Right, and that's their job. They're down there digging out that lithium, okay, in order to ship it through the Strait of Hormuz to China. Uh-oh. That's the only ship that can get through there. Now, Xi Jinping, the president of China, has already threatened America. If you attack any of our ships going through the Straits of Hormuz, you will be attacked by thermonuclear weapons. Kim Jong-il of North Korea told Iran all they have to do is call on the telephone if they need any nuclear weapons, and Kim Jong-il will be more than happy to drop some off through the Straits of Hormuz. So the only nations that can get through the Straits of Hormuz to continue like nothing happened are the BRICS nations. America and the EU nations can't get through there. That's the reason why EU and NATO are going to betray America. Continue reading, brother. Revelation chapter 12, verse 13 and 14. Or to the end of the chapter if you can. We'll just go through this.
17.
Yeah, 17.
Okay, verse 13 again, it says, these, we start at 12 again?
Yeah, no. Let's, okay, 13.
Okay. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For the Lord of hosts, for he is the Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
Verse
and,
14. Go ahead, bro.
No, you good. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
Exactly. Where's that at? The whore of Babylon sitteth here in the sides of the north. Right? Like it says in Isaiah chapter 14. Okay? Like he threatened. He will sit in the sides of the north and set himself up as God. Says the same thing in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Okay.
Hey man, you remember me?
Yeah, I remember you.
You know that ain't his name.
Yeshua in Jewish people.
No. The name of the Lord. The name of the Lord is.
In English.
Same
No.
We're talking about the same entity, but we're telling you his true name, man.
The true name of the Most High God is right here, man. Come look. I got some new signs out here.
Bible?
Huh?
What does it say in your Bible?
It says Jesus crossed, but we know that his name Jesus crossed. That's what you call him.
Oh, that's not a Bible.
No. Hey, turn around. Look here. That's not in the Bible.
Hey, well, watch out, brother.
See, that's not in the Bible. Hey, look here, man.
And we'll show you. We got some scriptures.
Look.
We'll show you, bro.
Look here.
That's not the Bible.
Yes, it is.
But that's what the Bible tells you in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the truth. It's not about your emotional standpoint in life, about what you believe. It's about what you know, what you've read.
Hey,
Can you prove your side of the story?
That
Can you prove your side of the story?
Hey, what's
that
that?
the true name of the Most High God, his name is Jeebus.
no. If you have a real Bible,
It's right here, bro.
the name of God.
That's the
is
King
God
James
of
Version
Abraham,
Bible, man.
Isaac and Jacob, Jesus, the Son of God.
Okay, we got a bunch of foreigners over here talking shit out the side of their neck.
Hey man, we got some more scriptures for you, bro. All right.
Okay, he wants to continue to believe that Jesus crossed is the name of the Son of God, and that's not his name.
I was gonna bring out the scripture. What is his son's name? What is the Lord's name? What is his son's name?
Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4. Go
If
get
thou
it.
couldst tell, the Lord's gonna shew unto us a pure language. If you know English ain't a pure language.
Zechariah chapter 9, verse 5.
All right.
Or chapter 3, verse 5. Take it back. 9.
Which one you want me to get?
Okay,
Zechariah first?
no, get Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4. Prove your point. Prove all things. Instant in season, out of season.
Proverbs 30 and verse 4.
Yep.
All right.
Proverbs 30 and 4. Okay.
Because obviously the Bible
And
says.
then go to verse 7. I think it is. There it is.
Okay.
Yep, verse 4 through 7.
All right, Proverbs 30 and 4. All right, because we were about to read this to this man, because he's stuck on Jesus, Yeshua.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go into it. I'm going to take it for
It says, who hath ascended up into heaven, or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? All right. What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? So it's a very important thing to try to find out the Lord's true name. All right. Yes, he's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. But what's his name? Who is that? What's that God's name? All right. His name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. Because we all know English All right. Jesus is not his name. God is just a title. So what's his name? You have to find out. The Lord commands you to seek out his name, man. All right.
All right. Let me get one of these signs out here right quick.
Zechariah.
I'm trying to. There it is, right here in front of us. All right. Okay. Break it down, man. Right quick.
But yeah, man. The letter J. It says. The letter J was invented by an Italian language by a man called John Giorgio Trissino in the year 1524. Man, this wasn't around the time of the Lord, man. It's 1,500 years after.
Right. That's a 1,500 year gap. His name ain't Jesus. Right?
It says it was used in Roman numerals, but back then it was an alternative way of writing.
The letter I.
Yeah, the letter I. All right, so it was first Iesus or
Iesus.
Iesus. All right, and then they changed it. They came up with a new freaking letter, the letter J. All right, it says not its own letter. Before the letter J in Jesus' name was pronounced.
Jesus. You see what I'm saying? So for 1,500 years, his name wasn't Jesus. It was Jesus. Okay. Now, before then, and what was it? 639, they changed his name to Allah and created 639 AD, and created a religion called Islam.
Yeah.
Okay, which is based off Catholicism, Universalist ideology. Okay. Now they go by the Torah. That's what Ishmael does. But before then, they were wild men. They were at war with everybody. Okay, and they believed in Jesus' cross too at one time. Okay, but then they found out through this Muhammad. You know that's Greek mythology, and see how people have an affinity with believing a lie, right? Like it says in 2 Thessalonians, the Most High will send amongst them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. And 2/3 of our people, they believe a goddamn lie. You just seen the brother talking about, well, what does it say in the real King James Version Bible? It says Jesus, so that's his name. You stupid motherfuckers, boy.
By his logic, then, hey, because he was saying Yeshua, this and that, but by his logic, hey, why are you bringing up those other false names? Yeshua, stay on Jesus then, if you know it's not Jesus. But it says in the Bible, Jesus. All right, keep calling him Jesus, man, if you're going to stay ignorant, man.
Okay, break it down again.
All right. This is the Heavenly Father's true name, man. All right. Okay. Yahweh. All right. Yahweh. Okay. And then this is the ancient Paleo Hebrew, man. The Lashon Kodash. All right. This is the son's name. All right. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. All right. Yahweh Shai. Okay. Yahweh Shai. All right. Which means he saves, he delivers. The Heavenly Father's name means he is. All right. The existing one, because he's been here. He's the creator, man. He exists. Okay. God, the word God, is a title, man. All right. I'll grab it.
That's fine.
Slock.
Hey, where you come from? The Caucasus Mountains. That's the reason why they call you Caucasian, huh? I get it. You got to name it and put it on the shelf with a label. If you don't understand it, is that right? That's how you steal people's natural resources. Right? That's what you're doing now in Iran, trying to steal their natural resources. You just bombed Ecuador. Now you want to steal some more natural resources. Then you want to go to war with Mexico. You want to steal their natural resources. Why are you trying to steal a natural resources from Cuba? Cuba had no way to fight back. See, you Edomites, you motherfuckers talk shit about, oh, well, we're in control. What are you going to do when your sons and grandsons are drafted into the military to help Donald Trump steal natural resources? What you going to do then? See, that's what I mean, these goddamn Edomite Caucasian devils, man. They tell a fucking lie And they want you to believe the same lie. And if you get out of line and believe in the lie, so this way they can have their white privilege and white supremacist ideology. They got a problem. That's all they are, man. Edomite Caucasians, man.
What was that
They come from the Caucasus Mountains. Caucasian means cave dweller. You're a goddamn troglodyte, a caveman, and you talking shit? You don't even know your own history. You don't even know where you people come from. You think you've always been here. You actually drunk the Kool-Aid. You drunk the Jim Jones Kool-Aid, which is a lie. Right? That's what you Edomite Caucasians do. You tell a lie so much. If you tell a lie, that's propaganda. That's propaganda 101. If you tell a lie long enough, you tend to believe it. Edomite, man, I can't wait till these motherfuckers burn up, man. They deserve it. Because they have all our people in derision worshiping a false goddamn God that looks like them with long flowing hair like a bitch. Okay? Paul the Apostle said that it is a shame for a man to have long hair. Paul the Apostle said that.
You don't gotta record us.
He can record it. I don't give a fuck. What's he gonna do with it? Okay? Try to make a scoff and mock against us?
So you got any questions?
That's all he gonna do. Record this. Record all the information, what the mark of the beast is. You want to record some shit, talk shit, right? Hey, man, if you want to record something, come over here and record all of this. What Babylon the Great is, what the mark of the beast is, where they're going to put you in a female camp. That's what you need to do, man. Well, if you want to come over here and record us, man, record the truth. Okay, that's all you got to do. You want us. We're trying to tell you to get out of the way so the Lord can destroy your enemies and put you back on top and make you rich. But you don't want that. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about, man. And I can't help but get passionate about what I believe, man, because it's the truth. I prove to people what the mark of the beast is. They don't want to hear it. It's like they're looking forward to it or something. You got the New World Order out here, 2030 agenda goals. You got where they're going to put you in a FEMA camp. You got the red list, blue list, yellow list, and green list of where all the different people they're going to put on a list to come and kick their door in using jade helm in the middle of the night and drag them off into a FEMA camp to be exterminated. Donald Trump's got 23 new FEMA camps across the United States with incinerators. What the fuck do you need an incinerator in a FEMA camp for? They got incinerators for little kids and they got incinerators for adults. You can put 3 kids and 3 adults in these incinerators and set people on fire, man. We back to World War II all over again. Only this time, the so-called Jews are the American people. Okay? And they don't get it. If you don't take the mark of the beast RFID chip subcutaneously implanted underneath your hand in order to participate in a cashless society, because that's where they want to go, is they want to go cashless, and by any means necessary, they want the U.S. petrodollar, by any means necessary, to be the prevalent currency to use. Right now, the U.S. petrodollar is the underlying currency of all the nations. Once the U.S. petrodollar crashes, all of the money that they base their currency on becomes useless as well. It all becomes toilet paper. Okay? And these nations don't want that. That's the reason why the nations are coming away from the hegemony of America, and they're signing up with BRICS, and they're pushing their own central bank digital currency, backed by gold and silver. They're backed by their own natural resources in their countries. America does not want that. So he's at war with 10 nations. Right? We just read it in the book of Revelation, chapter 17, of who the 10 nations are. All I did was reveal who they are. Continue reading. Revelation chapter 17, verse 16, 15, and 16. So we try to tell the people where they're at in biblical prophecy. See, a Christian doesn't like prophecy because that means they're not in it. Okay? Because it's not about Christianity. It's about the Israelites. The narrative of the Bible does not change. There's only 2 instances where Christian is mentioned at Antioch. That's it. 2,000 years ago, if a person called themselves a Christian, that would be calling a racial epithet or a proverb and a byword. That would be like they're calling you a nigger. Oh, it's the niggers. A guy just drove by here in his car calling us niggers.
He said, "Shut up."
Yeah, shut up, nigger.
I can only laugh now, man. Shoot, you know, like you're fucking yourself up. You know, you're dead.
Hey, man, they scoffing and mocking, just like the Bible said that they would do here in these last days.
You're marking yourself for nuclear fuel fire, man.
Exactly. That's exactly what they're doing.
We're gonna be watching y'all burn in fire, burn in nuclear fire in the lake of fire, man. I was telling my pops, I was over at my pops' house and I was breaking them down, the lake of fire, and how we're gonna be, how these people are gonna burn in the lake of fire, all right, which is gonna be America being destroyed by nuclear missiles, all right, in the presence of the holy saints in the land, all right. So that's how you know the lake of fire is in no place underground, where people go and burn forever, all right. So these people, we're gonna be watching y'all burn, all right. The chariots are gonna swoop down really low, and we're gonna be watching y'all through the sea of glass, the windows of the chariots, all right, mocking y'all, laughing at y'all, just rejoicing, man, with the Lord, with the cup of wine in our hand, man, like the scriptures say. The Lord, he's got some wine, and he's saving it for us. He's not going to drink it, until he redeems us, roughly paraphrasing.
Right, he drinks with us in the kingdom, where our bodies will be changed from human to superhuman, from terrestrial to extraterrestrial, from mortal to immortality.
And we're not gonna have a hangover, man, because we're gonna be immortals.
Right. Would be like Captain America in the first Captain America, the first Avenger movie. He tried to get drunk, but the steroids they gave him stops him from getting drunk. Same thing with Wolverine. His healing factor heals him from being getting inebriated.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing. So, but it's going to be new wine. So we're going to be taught to frame. Anybody else drink that new wine, they subject to death probably right away.
This is what these people are throwing out the window, man. Throwing behind their head, a chance at getting immortality. All right.
They don't want to be immortal. They want to die on this side, knowing that they died on top. What they fail to realize is when they come back in the reincarnation, okay, they're going to be slaves. They're going to come back being birthed into the world as slaves, children and grandchildren of the elites. Okay? That's basically what is going to happen. People don't believe in reincarnation. It says it in the Bible. If you go all throughout the Bible, man, go to, let's go get proof. Go to Job chapter 19, verse 25. Wow, these people do not read their Bible. They just read the New Testament. And then if that's the case, they saying that the law is done away with, right? They're saying the law is done away with. Well, why does it make reference to the law? What's sin and the definition of sin in 1 John chapter 3? Why is that? They don't read their Bible. They just want the preacher and trust the preacher to tell them a lie to make them feel good. Go ahead, man.
Job 19:25. It says, "For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet my flesh yet in my flesh shall I see Yahweh, whom I shall see for myself, and mine eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me."
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So that just explains, okay, that's Job explaining to you, the reader, that even though his reins be consumed and his body turns from ashes to ashes, dust to dust, like it says in the book of Genesis, chapter 3, okay, from dust thou wert made, from dust thou shalt return. It says also in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. Get Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. Okay? Because people don't even believe reincarnation is real. Esau Edom is in denial, cognitive dissonance. They go straight to denial about the name of the Lord, okay, what their eternal punishment is, and everything. They got to pay for the blood that was shed of their ancestors, of the children of Israel, when they stole this land from them. Okay? They got to pay for it. Their children's children have to pay for it, because the parents are the children and the children's children in the reincarnation. You come back every third or fourth generation. Okay? And the third or fourth generation is 40 years. So you come back every 120 to 160 years to mete out your punishment that you received from the Son of the Most High God in the heaven. During that 120 years, you're at rest. Like it tells you in the book of Job, chapter 3. The rich and the old and the young and the poor rest together. Where do they rest together? That we know of, at the rich rest and the poor rest at the same time.
That ain't talking about no heaven or hell, you know.
Okay, it ain't talking about heaven and hell, like the brother said. Where do they rest at? In a graveyard. Sheol. Sheol is Hebraic for hell. Sheol is the grave, where their bodies turn to ashes and dust. And then when they're reincarnated through their family's bloodline, the Most High puts their soul into a new body. That's where the woman has birth pains, okay, being and put the baby out into the world through her womb, right? Now that baby, if that baby is stillborn, that means that the Lord did not put a soul in that body. The baby comes out dead. Okay? Now, if the baby comes out alive, that was somebody in your family's bloodline, whether it was your great-great-grandmother or your great-great-grandfather, comes back as a new baby. His hair texture is different, but his soul is the same. He looks the same, same eyes, same face, same everything. And they're going back to exactly what they did before. Nothing changes. Okay? Now, during their life, the Most High God gives them an opportunity to repent. But the soul within him won't do it. See? And that's what's going to happen with 2/3 of our people, along with all of the heathen nations. Because they're proud. They're glad about America. They love it here. Ecclesiastes 12:7.
Give me a second.
Okay. Yep, right there at the top.
Ecclesiastes 12:7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh who gave it.
Exactly, see? So it tells you in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 7, right there, that the spirit of the, like, let me see.
Go ahead.
It says, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, because the Most High God created Adam from the dust of the earth. Okay? And the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. There's no transition to go to hell or purgatory, or else it would have said so. Okay? So all of this bullshit of hell is Greek mythology, Roman mythology. Okay, like it says in Jude, in the book of Jude. Let me get it. Come on. The book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 14, if I can get to it. Wow. Come on. Jude chapter 1, right? Verse 12, or verse 11, Salakia. Okay, I started verse 10. Damn, I got to start up even further than that. Jude chapter 1, verse 8. Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignities. And that's what these Edomites I was doing over there a minute ago. That was a guy that just drove up right past us. I might shut up, nigger. Right? Yet Michael, the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuke thee. But these speak evil of those things which they know not. But what they know naturally as wild brute beasts, in those things they corrupt themselves. Like the dude that just walked over here earlier, that the brother you called was trying to get his attention and get him to understand that the name of the Lord, his name is Yahweh Shai. People have to remember that when Paul was going to the road to Damascus, okay, to find more Jews to put to death, that Yahweh Shai knocked him off that horse and spoke to him in Hebrew.
In the Hebrew tongue.
In the Hebrew tongue. That's what they fail to get. They don't get it. Go ahead, man.
And it says in the Hebrew tongue, it says Jesus, but obviously Jesus isn't the Lord's name, you know?
Right.
So
because it's Hebrew. Jesus is not a Hebrew name.
We're telling you the Hebrew, that Hebrew word, all right, for the Son of God, Yahweh Shai, all right? It's Yahweh Shai, and he didn't want us to give him a chance to break it down and show him anything.
He didn't want to hear it.
You know, I was talking to him, I think it was months, like half a year ago. He was up here and we were back and forth. He was giving me that Christian dogma madness, man. I'm like, oh my God, I just had to send him off, man.
Right. And that's what we're going to have to do with 2/3 of our people, man, because they will not let go of the name of Jesus. The Most High sent forth his servants, the prophets, rising us up early and sending us, but our people will not hearken or have ears to hear what we have to say. They do not come to, they do not go down to the Lord to ask of the Lord. And the only way you can ask anything of the Lord is through his servants, the prophets. Like it says in Amos chapter 3, verse 7, surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Okay? So we have the secrets. We know the Bible broken down. We understand each biblical word, each biblical verse.
And these Christians,
okay? Go ahead.
So, and these Christians, they don't proclaim themselves as prophets, you know? Don't you want to be a prophet? You know, the Lord says he's going to give his secrets to his prophets. And you're saying you're not a prophet of the Lord, man. You know, you're just a man of God, a God-fearing man. Well, hey, man, you don't got the secrets, man. Or you can't tell us that you got that Jesus is the Lord's name. You can't tell us that we're wrong because, hey, we're actually saying, we're proclaiming that we're the prophets of the Lord, man. You know?
Right. Okay. Up here on the bridge.
Is that
See the old. That's crazy, man. That's how much they hate the Lord and his servants.
they should
And great fear that saw them. Revelation chapter 11, verse 10. You know.
it says, Revelation 10, 11 and 10, it says, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth.
Exactly. Now the two prophets are the houses of Jacob that were separated after the death of King Solomon. Okay? One of the houses, the southern tribe of the house of Israel, okay, that consists of Judah, Benjamin, and the Levite priests, went into the Babylonian captivity under King Nebuchadnezzar. Then you have the northern kingdom of the house of Jacob, okay, that consists of Simeon, Zebulun, Manasseh, Gad, Ephraim, Reuben, Naphtali, and Asher. They went into the Assyrian captivity under King Sennacherib, king of Assyria, simultaneously. Okay? And for 70 years or more, we were forced to worship their false gods, just like they did before in the land of Egypt. Okay?
And those are the so-called Latino and Native American nations, man. Peoples. All right.
Right.
You know?
So the Negroes went into the southern captivity under King Nebuchadnezzar, and the Latinos went into the Assyrian captivity under King Sennacherib. You see what I'm saying? So, and we're going to stay separated until the last days. That's the reason why you see an example of me from Judah and the brother from the tribe of Issachar of the 10 nations. The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom together. Okay, believing in the name of the Most High God in heaven. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
The Lord bring it back, but giving His true name back to us in these latter days, man. All right, because He took our heritage and His name from us. He hid His face from us, all right, for thousands of years, and now He's appearing back unto us, man, and through the Holy Spirit and His wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right.
Okay. Continue reading. All right. Revelation 11.
Verse 11, it says, and after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Exactly. And these Edomites are scared to fucking death, man, because they see us out here preaching the truth. We got all kinds of receipts out here. Everywhere. Everywhere you look, man, they got receipts. We got receipts that prove what we're saying is true. Okay? We didn't make this stuff up. This stuff was already on the internet. All we did was we went to go and research it. That's all I did. I went to on the internet, researched it, and started printing out signs. Okay? That's all I did. It tells you about the Jewish Talmud. Okay, a Jew may have sex with a child as long as the child is less than 9 years old. That's straight out of the Jewish Talmud in the Sanhedrin 54b. And New York City in 2023 calling themselves Jews and are not, that wear black, that's got the little curls with the little black hat.
Shalom, brother. Let's strive for the truth.
Okay? They got
The master was like it.
You said what?
Brother.
Oh, who was this in? Hey, strive for the mastery. Shalom, brother. Hey, look, man, I go to your channel all the time to write down lessons, bro. Okay. Yeah. And so that's what we try to do, man. Every time. We try to do everything we can. I ain't got nothing out here but receipts, brother. Look. All kind of receipts. I got receipts everywhere, man. Look. You know, beast system, the Lord, 12 tribes, everything, man. I got receipts everywhere. It goes on for damn near all the way down the street. That's just one side. Check this out. Oh, you got New World Order. That's why I read the Jewish Talmud at. Slavery is biblical prophecy. Okay, and then I got pictures on the other side of these signs standing up here, man. I can change them around every day. You see what I'm saying? Real shit. Oh, there you go. Yep, see that? Got the whole thing, man. Rex 84. Look, see that? Look, red list, blue list, green list, man. I got everything out here, man. Don't nobody want to, they don't want to stop and look. Wickedness of the, hey man, they're everywhere, you hear me? I'm telling you, man. Lord, man, it makes me happy to do this for the Lord, man. Tells me what the Lord looks like, a jasper and a sardine stone. What the market beast RFID chip is. Come on, man. The difference between a Jew and an African. Man, come on, man. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. We're not them. Okay? Anti-Semitic. It's a trick. We always use it to stifle legitimate criticism of Jews and Zionist Israel. Okay? The beast system. The Lord and his only begotten son. The 12 tribes son. Empires foretold. World War III, man. Okay. Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. We tell people what's going on, but they don't want to hear it, man. Real shit. All of the different captivities we've been in, all the way down to the American captivity. The name of the Lord. Right? I'll get this one. Mainstream narrative is beyond disingenuous. They left black when he was asked about peace in the Middle East. The late president of Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser, stated, the Jews will never be able to live here in peace because they left here black but came back white. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. And we out here doing the thing. We trying to do it. Doing what the Lord told us to do, but the motherfuckers, they don't want to hear what we got. They flip side on us, bro. You know, I mean, what can we do, man? So, you know, we be trying. I mean, we be trying. The brother usually come on my channel, hopefully like 144. He probably, you know, he probably busy doing something. It's all good. But like I said before, man, you see it all. I ain't got nothing out here but receipts. Okay, it ain't no gimmick. It's just this is my fishing net.
You can come through.
Yeah, come on through, man.
All right, thanks, guys.
Sorry about that. You see what I'm saying? So we out in the place of concourse, like they told us. Okay, like the biblical scriptures say. Okay, in the book of Proverbs 1, we're out here. Okay, so we're doing everything we're supposed to do, man. Okay, in order to save us and our families, if it's the Lord's will to do so. You know, I fully am consigned to this thing, man. All of these, each, you know, no bullshit, man. Each one between 180, okay, and 230 bucks. The most expensive part of each one of these signs is the plexiglass, because they are down where I stand. They $48 a piece, 3 foot by 2 feet, in a perfect rectangle. Okay, so that's the most expensive part. I got to get 2 per sign, so that's 80. Then you got the wood, which is $10 a piece. You got 2 of them. That's 100. Okay, and then you got to get the sign, the pictures printed out. Okay, then you got to get the screws. So, hey man, I don't have a problem with it. That's what I do with my extra money. So I make extra signs to help me spread the truth of the gospel, to make people ask questions. Like you said before, in Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. The Most High said he would make us fishers of men, right? This is my fishing net, right? Me and brother, you call us fishing net. We out here and we try to, of course, we got to throw some of them catfish back. We got to throw a piece of carp. We you know, we looking for the good fish with scales.
Or this fish got parasites on it, you know.
Right? Right? Yeah, see, you already know that was Satan right there.
We
You know,
knocked
that's
out
what we
these
up
signs
against. This
down.
is a spiritual battle. You know, these people don't understand. This is a spiritual battle. They don't want the truth out here, man. You got these devils out here using witchcraft against us every goddamn thing. They really think they're gonna win, bro. That's the stupidity of these Edomites. They honestly believe they're gonna win. Witches, warlocks. The entire country is filled with these fuckers, man. Anyway, go ahead and read it, man. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16.
It says, as for me, it says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them.
That's what we're doing. We're fishing. We're trying to find the elect out of all of the other fish. Just like Peter was told by Yahweh Mashiach, who was standing on the seashore, okay, throw thy net out upon thy right-hand side. And because they couldn't find no fish, they threw the net on the other side, and it filled up the entire little boat to where it almost sank. That's how much fish. Hell, they couldn't even bring it in. It took 8 of them just to bring fish onto the seashore. Then they looked up and saw it was the Son of the Most High. What? It's him. Oh, long time no see. Oh. Right? So, but go ahead, man. Finish.
It says, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
Exactly. So after the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, when he changes our body from mortal to immortality and from human to superhuman, okay, and terrestrial to extraterrestrial, okay, he's going to send us as hunters to go dig out all of these elites in their deep underground cities, right? And put their ass in chains, like we was reading before in Psalms 149, verse 6. Okay? So I'm trying to be circumspect. You see that van came up behind us and just parked.
Oh no, that's for the scooters.
Oh, for the scooters, is it?
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, damn, they's about to get us then. But like I said before, man, so that's how we're doing out here, man, is doing everything we can to wake our people up and make them understand that they're the Israelites and the Most High is coming back to save them and going to leave everybody else here. everybody else gonna get left behind, man, and be left here and melted, like it says in Ezekiel 22 and 18.
Is it 22?
Yep, Ezekiel 22 and 18. Start there.
It says, Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross. All they are brass and tin and iron and lead in the midst of the furnace. They are even the dross of silver. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because ye are all become dross. Behold, therefore, I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it. So will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. Yeah, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof, and ye shall know that I, the Lord, have poured out my fury upon you. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto her, Thou art the land that is not cleansed, nor rained upon in the day of indignation. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion, ravaging the prey. They have devoured souls, they have taken the treasure and precious things. They have made her many widows in the midst thereof. Her priests have violated my law and have profaned my holy things. They have put in no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they shewed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profane among them.
Exactly. See, so every Sunday they profane the Sabbath, saying from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, or they go to church on Sunday, okay, and they call upon a false god. That's the reason why the Most High is going to leave them here and melt them, because they are completely corrupt with these false gods and ideologies. They're completely corrupt by the foodstuffs that they eat.
They became dross.
Right? And dross is like galvanic corrosion or rust. Okay, and in the biblical scriptures, rust, galvanic corrosion, and dross is the sin and iniquity that they partake in. Okay, which separates them from the Most High.
Like the scriptures say, all of you are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High.
Yeah,
the next verse says, but you shall die like the kings and fall like one of the princes.
Exactly, and that's exactly what's happened to us, man. Okay, we're fallen from our lofty purchase, God's chosen people.
The Nephilim, what's the Hebrew word? Nephilim?
I can't remember that.
Yeah, the word Nephilim. All right, that word Nephilim, which is the word used for the sons of God. The sons of God are the Israelites before they're called Israelites. All right, that was the word used for the sons of God. All right, giants. Okay, which is talking about the Israelites, man. All right, the sons of God, the Lord's chosen people. All right, we fell from our grace from immortality. The Lord made us mortal. All right, He put us in this mortal flesh. All right, because we fell from our grace. We started transgressing. All right, became dross, started sinning, and started following after ways, the heathens' ways, and not the Lord's ways.
Exactly.
All right?
Yeah, you can go and come through, dude.
Oh, okay.
And that word Nephilim, all right, isn't talking about some race, some giant race mixed between angels and humans. No, man. All right, the word Nephilim just means to fall. All right, the fallen ones. And
Right.
we're us Israelites. We're the fallen ones. All right.
Oh, are you going to be home for Easter?
We're supposed to be the ones ruling the whole earth. Okay. In righteousness.
Right. Now you just seen the giant Edomite, Shedamite, come by here and say, "Are you going to be home for Easter?" Come on, man. These motherfuckers got to be destroyed, man. They still believe in Easter Sunday and got them bunny rabbits and eggs. Okay? Where does it say that here? Let me get it. Semiramis type shit. Okay. Got a sign for it. Break it down, man, where it says starting Semiramis down.
Semiramis, all right.
Sort of up down here.
Hey, sir. Sorry, I wanted to apologize for not being respectful because Jesus, the Son of God, said, honor your father and mother, as in respect your elders as well. So I wanted to say sorry for being rude earlier.
Okay,
And,
I accept that.
right?
Okay, but like I said before, you need to read your Bible, man. His name ain't Jesus. If you go back and you do a historical background search, okay, you'll find out that his name is not there. They'll say his name is Yeshua, but if you go into the Masoretic text and remove the vowel points, which are dashes and dots, above and below the Assyrian square ship Hebrew, you will find out with that removal, his name is Yahweh Shai. I'm telling you.
And that's in Jewish, right?
Yes.
They're not Jewish.
It's in the Assyrian script Hebrew.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the language it will be in. And you have to remember, okay, remember the biblical scripture in the book of Acts where Paul was coming from Damascus and he was knocked off his horse, right? And the men with him, okay, and Paul heard a voice from heaven that spoke to him in the Hebrew tongue. Why would the Son of God speak in any other language? He was coming back to save the Hebrew Israelites. He wasn't coming back to save Christians. Remember, when Paul fell off that horse, that was before Christianity was a thing. Okay? You're not equating history to what you're reading. And you're not thinking about the time that the words were written.
Well, Christianity was still developing at the time.
Well, see, Christianity was never supposed to develop in the first place. That's what Paul the Apostle said, the mystery of iniquity doth already work. That was the mystery of iniquity. Of pushing a false narrative that all nations can be saved, which the only nations that the Most High is going to save are his people, that he has written on the palm of his hand, like it says in Isaiah 49:16.
Hey, may Jesus, Son of God, keep you safe. May I show you 2 quick verses? You guys can hear
We already know the true understanding of those verses, man.
Right.
If you don't agree with this or want to learn, listen and be taught, the truth of the Bible, then you go ahead and have a blessed day.
Yeah,
man.
you can continue to worship Sister Ray Borgia if you want to.
If you don't want to,
Go teach
Look at
everybody.
the sign. Look at the sign. See, are you reading the sign? Look, this is the devil. Okay?
Go teach
This image is not biblical.
Go teach everybody what you believe is right, man. If you don't
Right.
believe
Don't
this,
stand on the street corner and teach people what you believe.
you're not gonna change our minds, man.
That's what he's trying to do.
You're not the Lord, you're not the Savior, you can't save us. Only the Lord can save. And we believe by faith, all right, that we have the truth of the Bible.
Jesus, Son of God, keep you safe, man.
Yeah,
I
see?
understand I'm not going to change your mind, but God was telling me to come back here and to apologize to him because God did say honor your father.
And you did a great job with
see,
that,
this
man.
is
Now
this
have
is
a
the
blessed
bullshit.
day.
Thank
See
you,
that?
but I have a question for you, though,
For me, why not my brother?
well,
Because I'm gonna take them apart. Okay, go
well,
ahead.
not, but if you have a Bible,
King James.
and
Yeah, King
it
James
says,
Version.
and it says God on there, Jesus, the Son of
Okay,
God.
well, you have
If
to
it
look-
says, may I finish? Is
Go
that
ahead,
okay?
finish.
If it says God and Jesus, Son of God, why you not agreeing with the Holy Bible?
I am.
We
With the Holy
agree.
Bible.
We
because
agree.
The Holy Bible, all
What
right,
we
was
did
written in
was
Hebrew.
we took.
The Old Testament was written in Hebrew. The New Testament was originally written in Greek. All right, and then King James, thank the Lord for King James. All right, he translated the Greek, the Hebrew, and the Greek. All right, with his authors into English, so us people, can understand and read the Bible. The scriptures say the Lord is going to turn to his people a pure language, so everybody can call unto the Lord with one consent. All right. All right. And what's that one precept in the Hebrew tongue? All right.
Right. Yeah, go to John chapter 10, verse 1.
All right, John. Okay. 1 second, man. John 10 and 1. All right. This is why we're not agreeing with that English, because that's not even an English word. That word Jesus. All right. We're telling you we're telling you what the true name is. All right. John 10 and 1. You said 10 and what?
Yeah, 10 and 1 through 5.
Okay.
10 and 1, verse 1 through 5.
Okay. This is verily I say unto you, he that entereth not into the door, entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is a shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his sheep, all right, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice.
Exactly. So we know the voice of the Most High God when his name is spoken in the actual language in which all languages stem from, which is the ancient Hebrew language. Okay? Go to Zechariah chapter 3, verse 9. Most High said that he was going to return unto us a pure language. And we are referring to the pure language of the Hebrew language to find out what the name of the Father is and the name of the Son. Like I tried to tell you earlier, the name of the Father is over here, Yah-ha-wah-ha. The name of the Son is Yah-ha-wah-shah-I, Yahweh-shah. Okay?
It's the same thing, all right? The Most High and His Son, we're not calling him by this false name, we're calling him by his true name, man. Right? We're bringing you the truth about him, man. All right?
Right, there's the names right there. That's what I was trying to show you. So this way you know what you're looking at. But you don't want to believe what we're trying to show you.
That's what I'm saying.
I made these signs to make it a lot easier for the people to understand what perspective and where we're coming from.
And so, do you believe that Bible is true?
Yes, it's a fact.
Okay, if it's true, if it says God, his name is God, and Jesus is the Son of God, why do you not agree?
Okay. The name of the Father, his name is Yahweh. That's what God means in the ancient Hebrew language. The name of the Son, Jesus, is Yeshua in Aramaic. But in Hebrew ancient language, his name is Yahweh-shah. Remember, the Son of God was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. He was not a Peckerwood from Greece.
Okay, well, we have a Holy Bible in English. And in English, there's Jesus, the Son of God, right?
Right. Don't forget, wait a minute. Okay, in 1524, okay, and in 1860, there was a group of individuals by the name of the Biblical Destruction Group. This Biblical Destruction Group, their job was to take out. No, these were Amalekite Khazars, the same people you call Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan right now, right today.
I don't, so, no disrespect.
Okay, now, this Biblical Destruction Group took out the Holy Scriptures of the Apocryphal books. See that? See that? See that? The Apocryphal books. This is what the book you need to get.
But you have a Bible in English.
Okay?
And in English it says God, Jesus is Son of God.
Okay, well, we make reference to what the true name of the Most High is because he said that he would not only return unto us a pure language, but in the name of the Son of the Most High, we should call upon his true name in spirit and in truth. That's what he's telling us to do, not calling upon Jesus. The letter J was created in 1524 by a man by the name of John Giorgio Tristino. Okay, the letter J, some of you may be aware that the letter J is one of the most recent additions to our alphabet. But when was it invented? And what was the language like it before it came into existence? When was the letter J invented? The letter J was invented for the Italian language by the man called Gian Giorgio Tristino in the year 1524. It was used in Roman numerals, but back then it was an alternative way of writing I, not its own letter. Before the letter J, Jesus' name was pronounced Jesus. Okay?
So in John chapter 14, verse 6,
So he just missed everything I just told him, right? I went and took him to a biblical history lesson, and he forgot all about what I said. He blew it off.
And then he says no one comes to God except through Jesus.
Exactly.
So you need to call Jesus Christ.
Okay, so is Jesus a white guy?
No,
Are you sure?
he's not a white guy.
This devil,
I
this
never-
is the image of
I
the
never
devil.
said
This
he was
image
a
is
white
not
guy.
biblical.
And listen, man, listen to him.
I never said he was a white guy.
Okay, well, if you
Him as a
believe,
Jewish-
if you believe that Jesus is a black man,
No.
then you believe he's Hebrew. So what color is he? Mediterranean?
He came
Wait
as
a
a
minute, here it
Jew.
comes. He's olive color.
He came as a Jew. But have a good day.
Okay, he's olive color. There's only two colors of olives on the earth. There's two colors of olives on the earth, black and green. So did he bust out of his clothes like the Incredible Hulk? I am Jesus. Roar!
Did you get that verse?
What was that precept saying in the Hebrew tongue?
Right? And the Hebrew tongue?
Is that where I'm at right now? No.
Did you get that verse? John chapter 14, verse 6. Okay, verse 1 and verse 6, okay? That's what God is telling me to share with you guys.
Okay, well, okay, your God is telling you to share in pride what the name Jesus means. What does the name Jesus mean?
Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus is Emmanuel. I mean, Emmanuel
No,
means
break
God.
down the syllables, bro. That's not. You're not breaking down the syllables. Break down the syllables. G and Zeus. You know, Jesus. Just break them down, man.
I don't speak Jewish or any other.
Jesus isn't Jewish, bro. Jesus is the.
Well, we don't speak it. We didn't speak any other language either, but we did the research.
But I'm defining the word of Jesus.
Okay, so this guy's he's not going to receive anything that we're saying. He wants us to receive Jesus Christ and go back in the fucking world, smoke weed, get pussy, get boxed, rob people, talk shit, and carry a pistol. This is what he wants us to do. Go back into the
We
world.
know the true meaning of that, man.
All right, you guys take care.
If you
Go
got
to
time, we can break down
Isaiah.
it.
Go to Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8. Can you find Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8?
Yes, sir.
Because this guy here, you know, he was just going to talk shit about Jesus Christ to the doom. Okay? What they fail to realize is that that's not his name. His name ain't no fucking Jesus. The true name of the Son of the Most High God is a Hebrew name. He was named in Hebrew by an angel. The pure language of the heaven is Hebrew. Period. That's what they missing. They get lost in translation. Lost in translation. Let's get it. While you get Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8, I will go to the book of Ecclesiasticus because I didn't get a chance to get it before he took off running. Because he knew I was going to take his ass apart. Right?
He wanted
Like I said.
He wanted to talk to me like, no, talk to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he want to talk to you because you're more soft-spoken. See, he don't want to talk to me because I'm going to come up with the authority of a judge. See? He can't deal with that shit. None of them can. Ecclesiasticus chapter, Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, the prologue to the wisdom of Yahushua. Right? To the intent law, where vision, and to pardon us wherein we may seem to come short of some words which we have labored to interpret. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another language have not the same force in them, but not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language. So what we try to do is refer to the biblical scriptures and refer and interpret them in their own language to give them more meaning and more depth of what we're trying to explain to the people and where we're coming from. But they don't goddamn get it. And then before I get an opportunity to get my information, they run off scared with their tail between their legs. Every time. I'm still trying to figure that shit out. What you running from? Why you running? It don't make sense, man.
At first, all right. This is
Our
what you
people,
asked for, you know?
right, and our people do anything they can to avoid the truth. The truth will come right through here, but they feel like they're disrespecting it, right? They're not disrespecting anything. That is an evil spirit within our people telling them to go around and telling them it's disrespect. So this way they don't hear the truth. I'll read Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8, man.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8 says, now go and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come, forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of
The commandment states that we should fear the Most High and keep his commandments to the best of our ability. For the Most High will have mercy upon him that do these things. Like it says in the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. Go to Exodus chapter 20, verse 3, then we'll go back to Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9.
Exodus 20.
20, Exodus 20. You know? Okay, because the Most High says that he will have, he will destroy those that don't believe in his name. I mean, and we try to tell people what the true name is in Hebrew language. Like I just tried to explain to you, that we try to entreat to you and read the Bible with fervor and attention, and hope that you would pardon us wherein we may seem to come short of some word is Yahweh, and the name of his only begotten son is Yahweh Shai. Okay, we have it in the Assyrian script Hebrew. Look at it, brother. See that? Hold on. We got it in the Assyrian script Hebrew, and we have it in ancient Paleo Hebrew. And they still don't. You saw the man. I tried to bring him over here so I could show him exactly what the fuck's going on.
Like, we're like, hey, come over here, come look. And he was like,
No. He didn't want to hear it. All he wanted to see is get his point across about Jesus as Emmanuel.
He fit the prophecy of those people saying, speak unto us smooth things, man.
Okay, we're going to go back and read it.
Okay,
read it, the Exodus I was talking about.
Exodus 20 and 3, it says, Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is
come on through, man.
Or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them or serve them, for I, the Lord thy God, Yahweh, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Exactly. See, they hate the truth. They hate the Most High God in heaven because he's too manly. He doesn't let me do what I want to do. He's too much.
The Queen of Heaven spirit.
Yeah, the Queen of Heaven. They want the Queen of Heaven type shit going on, man. That's what they want. And they want to come around. Now, you can go back to Isaiah chapter 30.
Verse 6.
Yeah, verse 6.
It says, ensuing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
To 1,000 generations.
Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. And that's exactly.
Go ahead, brother.
That's exactly what that brother was doing, man. All right.
Taking the Lord's name in vain with that Jesus Christ shit. That is not his name. I just explained it to him. That the name of the Lord was created in 1524. The name Jesus was created in 1524, man. Okay? And then you got some of them Babylonian fudge punchers that run down through here trying to dap us. You see that shit? See, this is what I'm talking about, man. And this is the wickedness that we up against 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay? At work, at home, trying to be instant in season and out of season. And then we come out here on the highways and byways, and then we're attacked openly by open moles, jogging down the street half naked, talking about, hi guys, all that okay shit. You seen that bullshit, blood? I mean, I'm like, what the fuck's really going on, man? They want to send the faggots against us now. Damn. Okay, that goes back in the book of Acts. There was some men of a baser sort that were causing a ruckus and claiming that Paul, Apostle, and Barnabas was raising an uproar in the cities and had them talking shit on us. Right? That same thing, man. You just seen it. Come on, man. There's too many biblical proofs that the Most High set us up to be prophets down here in the land in Babylon the Great. Okay? And we're trying to do everything we can to tell the people the truth of the biblical scriptures, but they won't hear what we got to say. Fucking idiots, man. Okay? They don't want to hear it.
Hard-headed, man.
Man, stiff neck to the doom. Right? Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 8. There is one wise and greatly to be feared, the Lord sitting upon his throne. Verse 13. whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death. Verse 14, to fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. So the only people that have faith and belief in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are those that faith, which is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, was born with us in the womb. It wasn't born with these Edomite Caucasians. And then you got one of our people who might be a people, I doubt it, okay? Kind of sounds to me like he might be one of them Cushites.
You talking about
The dude that was just here.
crazy head?
Okay, he's going off the Ethiopian Bible. He had a copy of Ethiopian Bible in his hand. So he's already bugged the fuck out, talking shit out the side of his neck about the book of Jubilees, the book of Jasper. Okay, now we can go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed to the meek. And that's one reason why we came out here, man. Okay? We're trying to reveal these secret mysteries, this esoteric knowledge to our people, but they won't hear what the fuck we got to say, man. I mean, they was down into the goddamn dude. Go ahead and read Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9 and 10. Okay, and I'm going to go back to Ecclesiasticus. I'm going to put it all together, man. Because these people are insane, man. They don't get it.
And so, I don't know. It was just wonderful.
Right?
Isaiah 30.
And then you got women that left the natural use for that which is against nature. They just walked back down through here, man. They left the natural use of their bodies for that which is against nature, to stand up and be a man. And the day of Jacob's trouble and the great tribulation, we're going to see if they got a penis or not. We're going to see if they got any testicular fortitude. Okay, real shit. They put all these movies out about women can kung fu fight, women can shoot, women can do this. We're going to see. All that shit's going to be put to the test very soon. Go for it, brother.
Isaiah 30 and 9 again, it says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not.
Right? That's what the dude just came over here. They told us to shut up and told us, what he called me when he drove by? They told me, shut up, nigger. Bible in my hand, I ain't got no weapons to defend myself. You got a gun or a pistol, every goddamn thing. But you call me out of my name? That's not my name. Okay? Elder Malcolm said it's an honor for an individual like them to call me a nigger because it means I'm from the land nigger. Right? The land of what they call Niger. Okay? And that's mostly the tribe of Judah that lives there.
Nigeria.
Right.
They got two countries, Nigeria and Nigeria.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, what the hell? Okay, continue reading, brother. They told us to see not. Shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. And I just explained to you where the letter K came from, who had it in their hands, and what is out of the Bible. After that, we're going to go to Revelation chapter 22. Continue reading.
All right. It says, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Right, they want deceit. They want to hear God loves everybody. They want to hear everybody can be saved, which is a lie. The Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, chose one people, one nation above all nations upon the face of the earth, man. Okay, that's what they don't get. They don't want to accept that, man. That's too hard for them to grasp. Their mind can't get that part. Okay, go to Revelation chapter 20, verse 18. 22 and 18, Slacky.
And it says, for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
Exactly. What are the plagues that they're going through right now? The plague of destruction, famine, anguish, right? Just like it says in 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, right? Let me go over here to 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. Okay, 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 17. woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Okay? The beginnings of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, and the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, right? And these scourges are being sent not only amongst those Amalekite Khazars over there, but also the Palestinians, because those people are not God's chosen people. They're just living in our land. At the time that the British Council, okay, and the British shipping company of Great Britain took over that land under the Balfour Declaration in 1913, nobody lived there. Nobody lived there. Nobody could stand to live there. They would be eaten by mountain lions, sand snakes, and sand spiders. Sand spiders damn near big as a soccer ball. Imagine a spider that big coming to bite your ass off, bite a hole in you, man. You gonna die.
That's what they do. They bite holes, you know.
Okay.
They don't got little pinchers. They got big pinchers.
They got big pinchers. You're gonna feel like then you wake up, it's a giant spider on your leg.
Yeah, camel spiders.
Yeah, that's what they call them, camel spiders. Fuck that. Okay, that's a curse from the Most High God. They ship grass and trees and buildings and air conditioning and concrete into that area in order to build it up. They did the same thing in the EU and NATO nations, which is the bottomless pit. Okay, and they ship all of those different things that they need in order to stay in that regional mountainous area, which is a constant reminder that they're the Edomites. They've got a constant reminder in the face of the entire world and called it a goddamn fast food restaurant. The reason why they call it a fast food restaurant is to remind Esau Edom that he sold his birthright for one morsel of meat and got up and went his way and despised his birthright. So he made a fast food restaurant that constantly reminded him how much he's going to continue to hate his brother. Okay? We provided him with something to eat. He sold his birthright.
And that Jake, or that Christian Jesus crazy dude, he can't understand that, you know.
Demons,
yeah.
demons, man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Okay, first off,
these scriptures don't go into prophecy, man. They don't have the spirit, man. They read these scriptures, but they don't understand the spiritual aspect of them, man.
right?
You know?
They don't understand prophecy. Okay, clearly, dude did not understand prophecy. I took him straight to out of the book of Ecclesiasticus in the prologue of Sirach. Okay, and I broke down the letter J, and he just blew all of that information the fuck off in order to push his point about Jesus Christ punk shit. Real talk, man. I mean, these people, I don't get it, man. I cuss a lot because I'm passionate about this faith and this gospel. And I try to get the people to understand, but me trying to be all soft-spoken like the brother you call, see, they'd rather talk to the brother you call because they know me. They're immediately scared of me because they know if I'm standing out here in fringes, I know the truth. Brother you call, they're going to come at him sideways. We had 3 people come out here today, brother, that came out here against brother you call sideways. But I was there. See, when I'm there, oh no, they can't do it. Because I'm going to come over there with Bible scriptures and take their ass apart.
That's why I was having them, you know, listen to you this time. So I'm like, hey man, I'm not trying to hear none of today. I don't know, for some reason I ain't trying to hear no type of Christian bullshit today. You know?
Okay, we tired of that bullshit, man. I mean, come on, man, it ain't real.
I just wanted you to cut him, you know, cut his head off spiritually, man.
Yeah, and that's what I did twice with 2 knives, one from one side, one from another, and he still like blah, 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 blah.
Because I was trying to send him off down the street, and he wouldn't go. I'm like, okay, here you go, man. You know, here's the sword. You know, right? And he has his Bible, you know, all highlighted and whatnot, but he can't understand.
He can't understand. Did he come with understanding? Did he come to get understanding, or did he come to start an argument? Okay. You know, why does the Bible say his name is Jesus and the Father's name is God then? Why does it say his name is Emmanuel? Because you're speaking in a different language. You're speaking in a different language. Okay? And we went through great labor and painstaking labor to interpret the true meaning of the word of Yahweh and his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. We went through the painstaking labor. I did like the Bereans and went to check to see if the apostles and elders of Great Millstone was telling the truth. I'm still in the process of doing it. And from everybody in my family is against me. I'm a woman, she's gone to Jesus Christ, to the goddamn doom. All of this shit, man. Everybody done turned the fuck against me, man. Praise the Lord. Call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Yahweh Kakadash. You see what I'm saying? So blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be he that cometh in the name of the Lord. That's what that means. Okay, Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 20. For the power of the Lord is great and is honored of the lowly. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence. What is that? Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, right? God in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, his name is Yahweh, which means he is, or he is salvation. You see? That's what his, or he is name, Yeshua, in the ancient Hebrew language, which we have it in the Assyrian script, is, okay, Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's how you pronounce it in the Assyrian. Okay, without the Masoretic text of the vowel points, dots and dashes above and below the names. Okay? But it means Yahweh Shai, right? That's how it's pronounced in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. Because you have, remember, after the death of Paleo Hebrew, but the people were oppressed and forced to learn the Assyrian script Hebrew and to try to keep the language pure in a different language. So the Assyrian script Hebrew is a different language from that's in the ancient Paleo Hebrew language. Okay? And that's what we try to explain to people, but they don't get it. That's the reason why I went to the prologue of Sirach, to try to explain it to the dude, but he didn't get that either. Yeah, just spread it out farther so this way they have a stronger base. Okay? For it is not needful for thee to see with thy eyes the things that are in secret. And this esoteric specialized knowledge is only meant to be got or to be received by a few. Okay, let me go to Ecclesiasticus, Second Ezra, chapter 8. Salakia. Verse 55, I'll start there. See, it's something about that sign, dude. It's got to be something about that sign. Somebody read it. About the red list, blue list, and yellow list of lists that these Amalekite Khazars with the Israeli Defense Forces. Okay? You know, because that's what they do with the Israeli Defense Force with their technology. Okay, because they now have access and free reign to use United States technology to spy on the American citizens now. Okay? And what they're doing with this technology is to put people on a list, a red list, a blue list, and a yellow list. Bring that sign over here, man. I'm going to break it down for them. Okay? So this way the people understand what we're trying to preach, which is the truth of the Holy Gospel, the good news for our people. Yeah, the country. Brand new glass. Okay? These lists are likely categories used within the AMG newsletter to classify individuals or groups based on their perceived level of risk or loyalty. So with Donald Trump, it's all about the loyalty. Or is he a risk? Right? And like it says in the Rex 84 program, they're going to detain large numbers. They're going to detain large numbers of American citizens who are deemed to be national security threats. So the risk is a national security threat, and loyalty means those individuals that are going to be deemed individuals that want to take part in the government program, which is cashless society. Red list. Red list may represent individuals or groups seen as posing the highest national security threat. So they look at us, like the brother was saying in the book of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9 and 10 says, they say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. Right? So that would be disloyal. So they don't want our disloyalty to what they believe in to be heard. So they tell us to shut up. Drive by calling us niggers. Shut up, nigger. You heard it. If you go back in the video, rewatch it. A car drove by calling me, shut up, nigger, man. Told me to shut up. Right? And the only reason they did that is because I'm telling the truth. That's what they don't like. Edomite Caucasians hate the truth because it reveals who the fuck they are. A bunch of fucking pedophiles and perverts. Okay, as a race that eat human flesh and drink blood and eat raw meat. Remember, Esau ate raw meat that was still bleeding. Okay, and sold his birthright for that raw meat. Okay, red list may represent individuals or groups seen as posing the highest threat or activity or actively opposing the government. Okay, this would be seen as us actively opposing the government because the government is going to push Cicero Borgia and evangelical Christianity. They're already appealing to the evangelical Christians to join the goddamn military and help Donald Trump steal natural resources.
They're saying that this is the war of Armageddon, you know?
Right, they're saying this is the war of Armageddon to bring about the advent of Jesus Christ.
We gotta win this war.
Right? So it must be a bloody war. So this is the last sacrifice. And the main people they want to give up their sacrifice are American citizens. Yellow list could indicate those who are potentially disloyal or pose a moderate risk. Right? That's the yellow list. The yellow list are the individuals that are going to more likely take the mark of the beast. RFID microprocessor subcutaneously implanted underneath their skin. More than likely. Okay? Blue list might represent those considered reliable or loyal to the government. Those are individuals that are going to take the microchip in order to participate in a cashless society so they can continue to get paid off their job. Okay? Green list. Green list could signify individuals or groups who are viewed as safe or neutral. So the blue list and the green list are individuals that are going to bow down to the system and take the mark of the beast. Okay? The yellow list are some of those individuals that could take it, and the other ones are going to go with the red list. Right? We would be charged with fault and being made a threat to the national government. The national government of the Israeli, right? We all know that those Israelis run the United States. Okay? If you go up and ask one of those individuals that call themselves Jews but are the synagogue of Satan and ask them, is it America first or Israel first? They won't even answer the question. They'll run from you. Right? Like it says in Proverbs chapter 12, right? The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. Right? So, that's basically what they're saying. The wicked flee when no man pursueth. All of these individuals, that's what it was. Right? Second Ezra come to pass, as the husbandman soweth much seed upon the ground, and planteth many trees, and yet the thing that is sown good in his season cometh not up. Neither doth all that is planted take root. Right? So that's where it means in Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8 and 9. 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die. The brother read Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 18 through 24, that they're going to be left here and melted. The Most High is going to make them know that the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua left them here to be punished. Because the only way to get out of the destruction of Babylon the Great, America, of these intercontinental ballistic thermonuclear missiles that are going to turn the place into a veritable lake of fire, is up. That's the only way out. Okay? They believe that Jesus Christ is going to love them anyway, no matter what they do. So 2 women can be together, 2 men can be together, be married, punch each other's fudge in, okay, and adopt children and make them do the same shit. But because they go to church and believe Jesus Christ punk shit, he loved everybody, it's accepted here in America. And the Bible does not accept that, or else Sodom and Gomorrah would still be standing. Right? Even so is it of them that are sown in the world. They shall not all be saved. Okay? Because the Lord is only coming for a few. Just like he did with Sodom and Gomorrah, Lot and his family, and killed everybody else. Okay, so this time, he's going to save the 144,000 and the elect of the house of Israel, like it says in Revelation chapter 12, verse 9, Revelation chapter 7, verse 9. Salakia for that slip, Freudian slip. Okay, so those individuals are the only ones getting out of here. And those are the only individuals that were born with faith in the womb. The Most High, whom he had wrote on the palm of his hand. Where the walls of those individuals, written on the palm of his hand, will dwell before the Most High's face continually. And we know that he who sits outside the boundary of time and space is immortal. So 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 50 through 56 comes into play, where the elect will be changed from mortal to immortality and from terrestrial to extraterrestrial, right? Let me get it. Where do you put the Bible? Let me stand this up. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Yep, I'm just sticking with the middle scriptures, brother. Verse 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood can neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. So all of this ideology of everybody can be saved is bullshit. You mean to tell me 2 guys punching each other's fudge in can be saved? You mean to tell me that 2 women rubbing and sucking on each other's blood and pussy can be saved? Is that what you're saying? That's what evangelical Christianity believes. No matter what they do, they can still be saved by the grace and blood of Yahushua, which is bullshit, because that blood was shed for the elect, like he said in the book of John, chapter 17, verses 5 and 6. Okay, that grace and that blood was shed to cover them and the mistakes that they make in keeping the law. The law was never done away with. Like it says in Matthew chapter 5, verse 10, there shall not be one jot nor one tittle of the law that shall pass from the law until all the law be fulfilled. All the law has not been fulfilled yet. That's what evangelical Christians don't get. And they don't research and study to show themselves approved. Do they? See? They know that through biblical prophecy, Christianity is not there. Okay? Christians are not going to go to heaven. The only Christians that will go to heaven are those who are Israelites, who have accepted the fact that they are Israelites first. Okay? And not only that, but practice the righteous acts found in Judges chapter 5, verse 11. These people do not read their Bible. They come over here with a bunch of bullshit, fluff, and emotions about what they believe. I tell them to pull out their Bible and prove what they're saying. They can't do it. See, these Christians are full of shit. And then they talk about God loves everybody. So he loves homosexuals too? Oh, he loves that? Watch two men punch each other's fudge in? What kind of shit is that? Okay? That don't make no sense. Okay? 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. What does that mean? We shall not all sleep. Okay? Remember, Yahushua raised the girl from the dead, and he came in and said that she's not dead, but she's sleeping. And all of the scribes and Pharisees and other people, lookers on, were laughed at him. They laughed him to scorn. So Yahushua told the parents to put these people out of the house. So Yahushua told them to put them out. They put all the people out. And Yahushua said, Talitha Kumai. Right? And the girl rose up from the dead. And Yahushua told her to give the girl some fish and a piece of bread to eat. It's like people have forgot about that. Who is the motherfuckers? One body Yahushua, they deny the works. They don't believe Yahushua raised the girl up from the dead. They believe that it was magic. And the girl was a zombie. For all I know. IUIC, they deny the name of Yahushua. They push Jesus Christ. You see what I'm saying? ISUPK, they deny John the Baptist. His whole job of being born was to baptize Yahushua and to pass on the mantle of the Levite priesthood to Yahushua. Because John the Baptist was the last Levite priest teaching you. Sleep. That means that some of us are going to be put to death during the time of Jacob's trouble and the Great Tribulation that is at our doorstep now. Okay? Some of us will be put to death. He says it will be raised at that time. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, right? Then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. That is at that time, we'll be caught up in the clouds with Yahushua and them. Let's go get it. 1 Thessalonians, if I can get it, if I'm going the right way. I don't think I am. Nope, didn't think so. It's like it. There it is. Boom. 1 Thessalonians. Wow, I turned right through it. Thank you, Lord. Call on Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahushua. Blessed be he who cometh in the name of the Lord. Right? Let's go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, because I went damn near right to it. Wow. Chapter 4, verse 13. Concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the creator of the heavens, the earth, the seat, all that is therein, and the foundation of water, bring with him, right? Those that are called, chosen, and faithful. See? For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the are asleep. Now, why would you sorrow over somebody that's asleep? Unless they're dead, right? Unless you had a funeral, okay? For we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. So we're not going to stop them from waking up, right? Like it says in Daniel chapter 12, verse 2. The righteous, some shall be raised. Let's go get it, and then I'll go back. Okay? I'll tell you, man, they just, I can't help it, man. I can't help it, man. The precepts be kicking my ass, boy. I'm telling you, man. These precepts be getting me, man. Okay, let's go over here to Daniel. Oh, I went too far. Salaki, boom. Dan, come on now. Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel. There we go. Daniel chapter 12. And for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt, which is my point. Those that are going to be raised to everlasting life are those that we cannot prevent them, which are asleep. We can't prevent them from waking up when Yahweh gets here, right? So let's go back over here, back to 1 Thessalonians. First Thessalonians chapter 4. Hold on. That's 2 Thessalonians. Okay, hold on. First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Right? So we can't prevent them from waking up. Salims, they go once a year on Memorial Day to visit. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds, to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Right? So how is that going to work with evangelical Christianity saying everybody can be saved? Well then, who are going to be the slaves in the kingdom? Eye for an eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot. Obadiah has been discounted then, because the book of Obadiah says the children of Joseph shall be a flame, and the children of Ephraim shall be a fire, and the children of Edom shall be stubble. Okay? So the Most High Yahweh got to have somebody for his children to to obey. Right? Because when his children, the children of the Most High, who are the Israelites, when their bodies are changed from corruption to incorruption and from mortal to immortality, okay, they're going to rule for all eternity at that point. They're going to need slaves. Like it says in Psalms. Let's go back over here to Psalms chapter 2.
Which way are you going? This way. Go.
Psalms chapter 2, verse 7. I will declare the decree the Lord has said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Right? Verse 8 in my point. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. So in the kingdom of heaven, there's going to be slaves. So sorry to disappoint you, okay? And the slaves are the heathen. I will give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. Who are the heathen nations? Right? Let's find out who the heathen nations are. Psalm 83. Right? Look, I turned right to it. Psalm 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So how did they cut us off? They made us slaves and indentured servants here in America. They turned us one against another with the Willie Lynch doctrine, right? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They had said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. And right now, to this day, they are still confederate against the Israelites, waking up to the fact that they are the children of the Most High. Right to this day, they are against Negroes and Latinos, realizing that they are the children of the Most High. They don't want us to know that, because we will do the research and call upon the true name of the Lord in spirit and in truth, like it says in what is it, Second Chronicles. Damn, I think that's it. No, 2 Samuel. Hold on, let me go. I'm gonna go over there and find out. Okay, let's go over here. Was it Kings? No. Let's go to 1 Kings. First Kings, was it 14? No, I think it was 8. Salakia. I'm trying to, I got so many scriptures that just crash into my head, right? Okay, right. Okay, here it is, 1 Kings chapter 8. Okay, I'm gonna start at verse 33. 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 33. When thy people Israel be smitten down before the enemy, because they have sinned against thee, shall turn again to thee and confess thy name, and pray and make supplication unto thee in this house, then hear thou in heaven, and forgive the sin of thy people Israel, and bring them again into the land which thou gavest unto their fathers. When heaven is shut up and there is no rain, because they have sinned against thee, if they pray toward this place and confess thy name and turn from their sin, when thou afflictest them, then hear thou in heaven and forgive the sins of thy servants and of thy people Israel, that thou teach them the good way wherein they should walk, and give rain upon thy land, which thou hast given to thy people for an inheritance. Right? So the Most High is going in, that's proof right there that King Solomon made a prayer for the children of Israel. All they have to do is turn to the east and ask forgiveness of the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and call upon his name in sincerity and truth. And the Most High God would hear from heaven and forgive their sins with the grace and mercy that was afforded them to start with through the blood of Yahweh Shai that was shed for their sins. Okay, let's go get John chapter 17, verse 5. Okay, because only the children of Israel are getting out of here. That's it. They're the only ones getting out of here alive, man. Everybody else gonna get left here and melted. John, St. John chapter 17, verse 5. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. Okay, see, they don't read John, right? They just read the feel-good scriptures and Galatians There's neither Jew nor Greek. If they knew that, okay? Because remember, the Israelites were scattered amongst the heathen, like it says in John chapter 7, verse 35. Where we go, that we will not hear him or see him. Will he go amongst the dispersed, among the Greeks, and teach the Greeks? So the scribes and Pharisees and the circumcision of the Israelites, circumcision means Israelites who knew and practiced the Hebrew Israelite religion or belief system that they were God's chosen people, as opposed to the uncircumcision of those individuals that did not know that they were the Israelites of the Holy Bible, that were raised as the heathen. Okay? Where it says in the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 5, then devout men from Parthia, Scythia, dwellers in Mesopotamia, these were devout men that were scattered among the heathen. They're devout, meaning that they knew that they were Israelites by blood. They knew that somebody in their family was an Israelite. Okay? That's all it means. Somebody in their family knew that they were an Israelite. So they were devout in the belief system of that faith, that they were the Israelites, even though that they had been raised by the heathen, to live as the heathen, to eat the food that the heathen eat: pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, calamari, right? Which are all bottom feeders. Crab, all of those things were made to clean the ocean floors. They're nature's vacuum cleaner. They're nature's trash basin. And Esau Edom, with his unmitigated audacity, he took a trash can and turned it into something to eat. He's a fucking idiot. And he destroys his own
ingredients list. Hey man, it's like a whole Bible.
I'm so sorry.
You good? You good? The ingredients list is a whole Bible, man. You know, how many ingredients is in that shit? And it's called toxic waste, man.
right.
You know,
They got an energy drink called Toxic Waste, and people are drinking that shit. Man, come on, man. They're destroying their liver, and they're adding parasites to the inner wall of their small and large intestine. That's what they're doing by drinking that shit. Hell, I gotta stop drinking it. I start drinking more coffee. Okay? You know, because I'm not perfect. I just found out just now. What? Okay?
I try to drink the healthier options, you know, when it comes to the
Right.
energy
I'm gonna
drinks.
try to find me some healthy options too. Okay? John chapter 17, verse 6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. I'll say it again. John chapter 17, verse 6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Why didn't Yahushua say the whole world? Because it's in red letter. Why did he say the whole world? He said the men that thou gavest me out of the world. Those are the elect, 16, like I told you. Right? Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Now they have known that all the things whithersoever thou hast given me are of thee. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from thee, and they believe that thou didst send me. Right? Go get the book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 13 and 14. Again.
Sirach chapter 1, verse 14.
Right, wrong way. Yeah, go ahead. Sirach chapter 1. Right.
Verse 14.
Verse 14. 13 and 14.
It says, whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So that favor that we're going to find at deaths here in Jacob's trouble and the great tribulation that's about to happen, okay, when they come against us, like it says in Revelation chapter 2, verse 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. So we're going to suffer loss of job, loss of family. Everybody's going to turn against us, just like Yahweh said he would, okay, which is a prophecy. See, things which thou shalt suffer, for behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Now, we all know that Satan does not own any prison houses. The living embodiment of satanic power on earth is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. They're the devil the Bible speaks of right here in this biblical context. He's the only one that can throw you in prison. Who builds prisons for profit? Okay? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, for behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, where there you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Right? So we have to be faithful. Continue reading, brother.
And it was created with the faithful in the womb.
Exactly. So faith and belief in this word is only with the Israelites, because he made his covenant with the Israelites. He did not make his covenant with a bunch of goddamn Christians eating a fucking pork chop sandwich and some barbecue ribs.
Like the Israelites, all right? He changes not, man. The Lord is the same yesterday, today, and forever, man.
Exactly. And that's what they don't get. They don't understand that. They refuse to accept the fact that everybody can't be saved. Pure, unadulterated madness. The Most High tells you the narrative of the Bible is consistent. God chose one people above all nations upon the face of the earth. Period.
The Lord changeth not. For ye sons of Jacob, all right, the Israelites won't be consumed.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like it says in Malachi 3 and 6. I am the Lord thy God, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob, the sons of Hagar, okay, the sons of Egypt, okay, didn't say nothing about what you call them, the sons of Amalek. Didn't say nothing about none of them cats. It said the sons of Jacob. So all of the sons of Jacob will not be consumed, because the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Let me go over here to Jeremiah chapter, where's it at? Let me get it. Salakia. Isaiah chapter 30. Verse 15. Why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased. I have done these things unto thee. What things? He took our name, he took our system, and made us live small among the heathen, where we were scattered. Okay? He made us small among the heathen, like the Edomites. Okay? And wherever we went, okay, where we were scattered to, we reproduced, because we were under the oppressive hand of our enemies, who are the heathen nations in which the Lord scattered us into.
Jake's gonna reproduce, man.
Yeah, we're gonna reproduce. Every time you stress us out, Sareed, the first thing that Jake gonna do is shove his woman. Okay? That's the first thing he gonna do. They didn't have TV. They didn't have books. They didn't have the internet back then. So what did Jake do? He took it out on this woman. All that stress that he was under, being enslaved by these Edomite Caucasian devil sons of bitches. Okay? They're the Hamites right there. Cushites, Canaanites. Right?
Yeah.
That's them. That ain't us.
If you wanna know what, you know, the difference.
Yeah, they were shook. They seen that sign over there that put a Hamite and a Shemite together on the same picture, facing each other. They were shook.
Like the scriptures say, the Lord doth put difference between the Egyptian and the Israelite. You know.
Yeah, he definitely put a difference between us and the Egyptians. The Hamites, Them people that just walk by the whole family, okay, those are Egyptians.
Why did the Lord have to make a point about that, man? Because they look similar, man.
Right.
They have nappy hair, dark skin, you know, the nose, you know, and whatnot. You know, IUIC, why are you going to these the Latino nations? Why don't you go to the island, you know, the islands? Why don't you go to Arabia? You know, why do you always go into these black nations, these black, you know, these people that look black, you know?
Right.
Because he said he's 12 tribes worldwide. Well, okay, go to Russia. Okay, go to Ishmael. You know, go to Iran, Arabia.
Right.
You know, Saudi Arabia.
Why were Joseph, Moses, and Paul the Apostle mistaken for Egyptians? We just see the family of Egyptians go that way.
The ancient Egyptians. All right, that's who the Egyptians looked like back when Egypt was a great power.
Right. They was a pitch black. When nighttime came, if they walked around at nighttime, you couldn't see nothing but their eyeballs and their teeth.
Light bulb head asses.
Okay, that was it. It was pitch goddamn black back then. Wasn't no light unless it was lit up by a lamp. You see what I'm saying? Okay, they would take water and put it in vessels and leave it in the sunlight, and then pour that water in vessels at night and vessels made of different polymers. Back then, that's the reason why they say the Bible came from the land of Sumeria. No, it didn't. Okay, I should do a video on that, but I'm gonna wait till the brothers make one first. Right? What made Yahushua's family think that they could go into Egypt and blend in? Okay.
You want to know who we guys are?
Hey, give me 10 seconds.
Okay.
Take as long as you need to, man.
Oh, what's up, brother?
Right. We're out here telling the truth on y'all.
Nice.
We're the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man.
Nice.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah. See, there's a difference. God made a difference between us and the Hamites. Okay.
How much you guys? You
Well,
guys
I just got through asking a question. Why was Paul, Moses, and Yahushua mistaken for Egyptians? Why did Yahushua, the person you ignorantly call Jesus, why did they think that they could go into Egypt and blend in? If the Egyptians were dark-skinned race of people back then.
Have you heard about the Hebrew Israelites online?
Great Britain never went into Africa at that time. So there was no white people down there.
We're not the
Sorry.
We're not the purple.
You do the historical search, you fucked.
We come from the group of Great Millstones, all right? We believe in great. Us, we're not Great Millstones, but we believe in them, all right? We're a pastor. You
You
know?
guys have a good one. God bless.
Right.
Let's go.
See what I'm saying? They can't answer. Crickets. Crickets every time. You know? But they God's people. Ain't that a bitch? They don't even know anything about the biblical scriptures.
The Lord will give us a mouth that our enemies shall not gainsay nor resist, man. He has few speeches when he couldn't, you know? Yeah, that's us.
Right. Not Hebrew Israeli.
Right.
We're not Israeli.
Right.
Okay? You missed this sign over here. That's the sign with the Son of the Most High. And this is Revelation chapter 4, verses 2 and 3. This is Revelation chapter 1, verses 13 and 14. Big as shit. By this biblical description. So we made a sign by biblical description.
I don't celebrate Hanukkah.
Okay? That's fine. You don't have to celebrate Hanukkah. Okay? All you have to do is wait for an ICBM thermonuclear missile to burn your face off. Ain't okay? Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 10. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and themselves Israeli. Are they in captivity, or do they rule the goddamn world with an iron fist? Do they tell America what to do, or does America tell them what to do? Huh? You see, the answers are obvious. Those are not God's chosen people. Let's read it again. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 10. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord. Neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. So if this is a biblical prophecy, We're still in the land of our captivity. I can't get a passport where I can go some goddamn where. Okay, they gonna tear me at the border. Go back.
And at the same time, they're gonna tell us, hey, go back to Africa or go back to Mexico and shit. Like, okay,
Right. They're gonna tell you to go back to Africa. How am I gonna get there?
let me.
You won't let me out.
Exactly.
You fucking thief. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. Verse 11, Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 11. For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee, though I will make a full end of all nations. Let's say it again. Though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee. Okay? Another part of biblical prophecy that Esau Edom does not equate with. It does not make sense. Okay? These devils have not been scattered against their will through slavery. They travel back and forth at will.
They're the vagabond, you know, a traveler by choice, you know, not by you know, somebody made them, you know. He came out of the Caucasus Mountains and he's everywhere now, all right, because he wanted to, and really because of
Jeremiah 49 and 15, I have made thee small among the heathen and greatly despised among men. It's not Esau Edom, the so-called white man, okay, and those Israeli converts over there, are they not despised greatly? Okay, all we're doing is we're taking the biblical prophecies verse by verse and taking it apart and making sense out of it. Make a full end of thee. So 2/3 of our people are going to be punished, but he's going to save the elect. Those that the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, gave his only begotten Son out of the world and their families. And the elect 1/3 of the house of Israel that believe on our words. That's it. Everybody else gets burnt. For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and I will not leave thee altogether unpunished. Right? So, like I said before in Zechariah 13 and 8, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but a 3rd part shall be left therein. Right? That 3rd part is in Revelation chapter 7, verse 9. Let's get it. Let's see. Revelation chapter 7, verse 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, and stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. Now, if you go into the word kindred, I think I got it written down in my notebook. Let me see if I got it. Let's go to the definition of kindred. Yep, because I know it's in here. Kindred. I'm finna get it. Just need to find it, that's all. Okay. Well, as a matter of fact, where's my tablet? I got my tablet. Haha, I forgot. That's what I'll do. I'll go to the blue letter right now. Okay, I'll go to Blue Letter Bible. Okay, Salakia. Okay, let's go to Blue Letter Bible and go to Revelation. Go to interlinear. Right? Okay. A great multitude, right? Which no man can number. Kindreds. Fule. A tribe. In the New Testament, all the persons descending from one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob. Okay? Want me to read it again? Okay, Foulé.
Strong's G 5443.
Foulé. Okay. Oh, come on. A tribe. In the New Testament, all the persons descending from one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob. America is based on a matriarchy, where the woman is on top, where the woman holds the man down in derision, where the Most High says in Jeremiah 31, I shall make a new thing in the earth where a woman shall compass a man. You see? So they did that shit deliberately and on purpose. If a woman can encompass a man, that means everything is based on that queendom as based on the woman, not the man. That's backwards, okay? A nation, a people, kindred, a race or a clan, a tribe, okay? That's what that means, man. Now let's go back over here since I got my tablet, right? Revelation chapter 7, verse 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, right, of the descendants of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob, right, which no man could number, of all nations. Remember, the children of Israel were scattered into all nations, right? And kindreds and people and tongues stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb, right? And all the angels stood round about the throne, and about the elders and the four beasts, and fell before the throne on their faces, and worshiped Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay? Now, if you go over here to, hold on, 2nd Ezra, chapter 2. Where was I at? 2nd Ezra, right? 2nd Ezra, chapter 2. Right? Verse 41. I'll start up at verse 34. And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd, he shall give you everlasting rest, for he is nigh at hand, that shall come in the end of the world. Though, chapter 7, verse 35. John chapter 7, verse 35. Got it memorized. Right? Okay, so those, yeah.
This is then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles?
You see? So the dispersed among the Gentiles, let's get it, right? It was John chapter 7, verse 35, right? Okay, boom. Okay, so like, let's get it. John, where I'm at? Chapter 7, verse 35. Salakia. All right, so let's go off into this word called dispersed among the Gentiles, right? The dispersed, diaspora, a scattering, a dispersion of Israelites dispersed among foreign nations. So in 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 34, it says, hear, O ye heathen, that have been scattered amongst the nations. Those heathen are Israelites that have been scattered because all the heathen were already in their nations. The only nation of people that had been scattered, according to the Bible, were the Israelites. Okay? So the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles, found in John chapter 7, verse 35, okay, are Israelites dispersed among the heathen.
But Jesus said there ain't no difference between. I don't want to be on the camera.
Yeah, okay.
You good? Yo, you good?
Okay. Well, I'm just explaining that neither Jew nor Greek.
How do you know you from what tribe you from?
I just told you.
What tribe you from?
I'm from the tribe of Judah. Come here, let's look over the tribes.
I'm not trying to How do you know you from the tribe of Judah?
Okay, because I did not wait. My family was brought up here on a slave ship.
You got different mixed blood, right?
Hey man, I'm
No,
telling
I
you,
don't.
The spirit, hey, you free?
Alright.
Hey bro, I'm about to break it
You're
down
an
to you.
American and your blood haven't been mixed. You lying.
Hey bro.
By who?
Bro, so you telling me your parents are
It goes back to the third and fourth generation. For four generations, I have a so-called Negro man in my family.
That means, what is your parents?
Okay, my parent is a Negro
That means they got
from the tribe of Judah.
That means they inbred it, right?
Go
Hey,
ahead,
hey, bro. Each tribe, everybody has a certain spirit. Hey, listen to me. Hey, each tribe has a certain spirit about them.
Can I tell you one thing? Don't tell you lying. You need to meet the high priest to know what tribe you're from.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you.
What high priest? Where? We don't have an ephod. We don't have a high priest. We don't have cherubim. We don't have nothing. So who are we supposed to go to?
So who was the high priest?
Okay, now then they tell you also in the book of John.
I'm asking you who was our high priest.
What do you mean? Yahweh Shai is our high priest.
Okay, so how was
There he is. This is what he looks like.
Okay, so how was he our high priest?
He was the high priesthood was transferred from Yahweh Shai from John the Baptist. Wait a minute, from John the Baptist to the Son of the Most High
I'm
God.
asking, how is he your high priest?
Because we're worshiping him in truth and spirit.
Right.
Right.
But how is he your high priest?
I just told you.
We just
bro.
told you.
You ain't showing me nothing through scripture.
Let's get the scripture out. Where you must worship the Lord in His
Hebrews.
truth and His spirit.
Hebrews.
All right, he's bringing it back.
Okay.
Order of Melchizedek, right?
Okay.
So how did he come in the order of Melchizedek?
Hey man, you want me to tell you how I know I'm
Do you know what the name Melchizedek means?
No, I'm asking, how did he come in the order of Melchizedek?
Oh, so you won't accept
he.
him?
How did he come in the order of Melchizedek?
Through the bloodline, man.
How?
Okay, through the bloodline, the family bloodline. Remember, John the Baptist was born by the Holy Spirit.
Paul said Melchizedek come without father and mother. So it don't come with the bloodline.
Okay.
He says he come without genealogy.
If he doesn't have a father and a mother, then you can't call the person you call Jesus Christ the Son of God, right?
Right. So therefore, who's our high priest?
Okay, our high priest on the earth were the Levite priests of the 12 tribes. The Most High God, Yahweh, gave us that.
You using your mouth. You ain't using
I'm not using that. I'm using history.
Show me the scripture. Show me who the high priest is.
Okay.
Hebrews, I'm giving you
Okay.
I'll give you help.
Okay, thank
You sound
you.
like you need help. Hebrews, Paul said
Okay.
it. Order of Melchizedek.
Okay,
Hebrews
hold on.
7.
Hold on. Let's go get it.
Hebrews 7. He says he come without no father and no mother. No genealogy. So if you coming for the high priest, you gotta mistake it to say he your high priest, bro.
Okay. Oh, so Melchizedek is my high priest?
Read it.
Yahweh Shai is my high priest.
Read it.
Okay.
I asked you who's your high priest. You told me him. And I said, how?
Okay. For this Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High God, who met Abraham returning from the slaughter of the kings and blessed him, to whom Abraham gave a tenth part of all, first being by interpretation king of righteousness. Where does it say he's king of righteousness? It says that in Jeremiah chapter 30.
Continue.
Right?
Continue.
Okay. To whom also Abraham gave a tenth part of all, first being by interpretation king of righteousness, after that also king of Salem, which is king of peace. Who is king of peace in the New Testament?
Continue.
Okay. Without father, without mother, without sin, having neither beginning of days nor end of life, but made like unto the Son of God,
Continue.
abideth a priest continually. Now consider how great this man was, unto whom even the patriarch Abraham gave the tenth part of the spoils. For verily, they that are of the sons of Levi, who receive the office of the priesthood, have a commandment to take tithes of the people, according to the law. That is of their brethren, though they come out of the loins of Abraham. But he whose descent is not counted from them, received tithes of Abraham and blessed them that had the promises.
Make quick. Jesus, Yeshua, he came blessed with bread and wine, right?
Okay.
That's the teachings about the order of Melchizedek that he came when he came blessing Abraham with bread and wine, right?
Okay, that's the order that the Son of God comes from. Yes, he blessed us with bread and wine. Okay, in the upper room, when he broke the bread and gave us wine to drink. Wow, that's another lie. Okay, let's show him. Yeah, drop your kids off and come back. Did you see what the fuck I mean, man? These motherfuckers is crazy. So now he denied the order of Melchizedek now. So Yahushua belonging to the order of Melchizedek is of no effect to this man and his entire family that he just killed. Okay, because this is live and the Son of the Most High God is watching these videos. Okay? He just killed his whole family on camera. What the fuck? I ain't got the testicular fortitude to do that shit. Okay? Because he denied the name of the Lord. He said Yeshua.
Yeah.
Yeshua is based on Masoretic text and vowel points in the Assyrian script Hebrew. So if you call upon Yeshua based on Hebrew language, but you deny that you are Hebrew Israelite, you're an oxymoron. He's a hypocrite. Take his ass apart when he come back. Okay? But he whose descent is not counted from them received tithes of Abraham and blessed him that had the promises. And without all contradiction, the less is blessed of the better. Right? And here men that die receive tithes, but there he receiveth them, of whom it is witnessed that he liveth. And as I may also say, Levi also, who received tithes, paid tithes to Abraham. For he was yet in the loins of his father when Melchizedek blessed him, or met him, Salakia. If therefore perfection were by the Levitical priesthood, for under it the people received the law, what further need was there that another priest should rise after the order of Melchizedek, and not be called after the order of Aaron? For the priesthood being changed, there is made a necessity, a change also of the law. For he of whom these things are spoken pertaineth to another tribe, of which no man gave attendance to the altar. For it was evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. And it is yet far more evident, for that after the similitude of Melchizedek, there ariseth another priest, who is made not after the law of a carnal commandment, but after the power of an endless life. And that's what I was trying to get to. Okay? Yahushua is our high priest in the heavens after the order of Melchizedek, after an endless life, not by the law. That's where the grace comes in. Okay? But you can't tell this motherfucking monkey's nothing. He took out running again, went somewhere else. Ran through everything. Trying to teach me. Motherfucker, you got the truth and you believe in the truth, go stand on the street corner and preach your own truth then. Get you a t-shirt with fringes with a baseball cap and smoke a blunt while you at it.
You want me to tell him, how do I know, that I'm, one of these 12 tribes, and how I know I'm Issachar? He didn't even let me explain.
Right. He didn't want him to explain. He wanted me to explain, thinking I was going to fumble over my words. See, he left because he wanted me to stop at a certain point. I wasn't going to stop at a certain point. I was going to keep reading until I got to the endless life. Okay? That's where I stopped at.
These men, they're not spiritual, man.
These people think that they're spiritual, but they're not. They're carnal as fuck. Okay? And he goes off smoking some weed, eating a pork chop sandwich, and feeding his wife and kids a bunch of pork when he leaves from out here. More than likely. Okay? Motherfuckers always got their mouth open talking shit about the word of the Most High God, but they won't open up the Bible and teach nothing, nowhere, to nobody. They won't even try.
I hope he's not teaching nobody anything.
Hey, if he does, him and whoever is following him are going to be left here melted by thermonuclear heat. It's biblical. So, like I said before, he unalived himself and his entire family by denying the power of Melchizedek. Because Yahushua HaMashiach comes after the order of Melchizedek, Malach Tazadok, King of Peace, King of Salem. Right? Now, being that he comes after the order of Melchizedek, after the power of an endless life, not the carnal commandment. Because the grace and mercy that's been afforded us for the blood that was shed for our sins covers us and the mistakes that we make in keeping the law. We can't keep the law perfectly. It's impossible. That's what the blood was shed for. So he denied the blood. He denied the Son. But he comes in the name of the Son, all peaceably, holding babies and kids and shit. Thinking he knows the law when he has no clue as what the law was all about to start with. A carnal commandment can't be kept. But the law of an endless life can, by grace. And only that grace was given to the Israelites. It wasn't given to a Christian, unless he's an Israelite. You can't be a spiritual Christian, okay, and a spiritual Israelite, unless you're an Israelite by the flesh, according to the flesh, as it is written in Romans chapter 9.
Only an Israelite will have the Spirit, you know. Like the scriptures say.
And then he comes off flipping about tripping and shit, man. You know. So I went straight to it and pulled it out and cut him with his own scripture. That's the reason why he took out, because I kept reading on his ass. Because he knew it's not about the carnal commandment that Melchizedek represented. It represents the endless life that Yahushua represents. And the Father ordained Yahushua that he's not the carnal commandment. You see? But like I said before, I mean, 2/3 of our people had to be left here and melted and fucking destroyed because of their unbelief. Now, the brother already went into it earlier of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8 and 9. They say to the seers, see not. And they say to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, prophesy unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. And that's what the fuck he was looking for, deceit. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to the man. He tells me I'm lying. You know, I believe what I believe according by faith. The substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Okay? He doesn't have faith. He wants proof. Prove it. Prove it. So faith doesn't apply in his life. So how can he be an Israelite?
Mixed blood.
Anyway. Okay? You're either mingling your seed with the heathen nations, or the nations are mingling their seed with you.
3 types of seed. You know, and every plant gives off one type of seed. And it's whatever that plant is, you know. And hey, we're Israelites, man. You know, and we know that through the Spirit of reading these scriptures, man, seeing, you know, what Jacob told his 12 sons, you know, what they shall be going through, what's going to befall them in the last days. You know, and reading that and reading those scriptures through the Spirit, we find out, hey, I'm an Issacharite, man. You know, my people, even me, you know, we fit the description of Issachar. The same with the brother, he fits the description of Judah. Not just because he looks like one, not because I look like an Issacharite or Mexican, makes me a Mexican, but through the Spirit, man. Hey, I could be a Natali, you know, I could be Judah, but that's not my spirit, you know.
Right. Okay. But see, that's what I'm saying. This is what revealed him for his bullshit that he was trying to push. Okay? I believe that I'm from the tribe of Judah by faith. Okay? Because I hear to what a Judite would be able to do. Right? The tribe of Judah are a understanding and very creative people. Everything that these Edomite Caucasians take for granted, we created. The air conditioning, HVAC, what do you call indoor plumbing? Okay, we created all of that stuff. The deep freezer, the refrigerator, we created all of that stuff, man. And Esau Edom came along and stole it from us. Okay, we had a patent office in Tulsa, Oklahoma, after they bombed it, they went in there and stole all the proofs and all of the patents.
Judah is a lion's whelp, you know. Hey, look at the so-called black people in America right now, man. You know, they fit the description of a roaring lion. You know, look at LeBron James. You know, his logo is the lion. The spirit of a lion fits that of the description of the so-called black people in America, man. You know, and spiritually, the so-called black people in America, like through the Harlem Renaissance in the '60s, all right, started this truth, all right, through Abba Bivens in the '60s, man. All right, that's the lion, all right, waking up and roaring, all right, and it's been roaring, all right. Leading this great awakening that the apostles be saying, all right, ever since the '60s, man, until now, until the Lord returns, all right.
Right? Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And right now, these Edomite devils, they're still accusing us every day. You know, they're accusing us of fault. They're accusing us of hatred. Okay? We're not God hates these devils. Like it says in Romans chapter 9, verse 13, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You see? And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. How are we going to overcome these Edomite Caucasians? By our faith and belief on the name of Yahushua HaMashiach and the blood that will cover us and keeping his commandments. Because we're going to make a mistake. People make mistakes all the time. We can't keep the law perfectly. It's impossible. That's what the blood was for, to cover the elect of the house of Israel, the Israelites that were chosen, predetermined for salvation here in these last days, that were already talked about in the book of John, chapter 17, verses 5 and 6. Those that the Most High God gave Yahushua out of the world. Okay? And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. Right? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, for behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, where there you may be tried. Right? So once we're cast into these FEMA camps, they've got incinerators and they've got smart guillotines. Okay? That's what they have there. Okay? And clearly you already see. You know, we put it directly in the walkway so that people can see what we're talking about, what we're preaching about out of the King James Version of the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Right? Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. Now this short period of time is the time that they came out of the Caucasus Mountains, from the land of Khazaria, aka the modern day Ukraine. Okay, the bottomless pit. The reason why it's called the bottomless pit in the biblical scriptures is because naturally nothing grows over there. Grass, trees, everything has to be imported. Food, water, constantly, just like those Israeli converts calling themselves the Jews and are the synagogue of Satan.
One thing grows over there is the juniper roots. I mean the juniper trees.
Right, you know? Juniper trees are the only thing that grow in the bottomless pit. What does it say in the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 1? They dug up juniper roots for their meat. They brayed as the wild ass in the wood. How does a wild ass bray in the wood? Right? Ooh, 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 ooh. Right? That's how they were communicating with one another before they came to the light, okay, of what they call the Illuminati, where they learned to read and write. What they fail to realize is some of the Ethiopians and most of the so-called Moorish people during the Byzantine Empire taught them how to stand up straight, how to use a fork and a knife, how to wash their ass, shave their face, and take a bath twice a week, if not 3 days a week, depending on how badly they stink. and to cut their fucking hair and wash out their hair out of all of them maggots that they had in there and dandruff. They're not telling you about Queen Elizabeth the First. You couldn't pay that bitch to take a bath, dude. When they were in her presence, they would puke because she stank. When she ate food, she shook her hair. Lice and maggots fell out of her hair, man. That's the nastiness of these Edomite Caucasians, goddammit. And we tell you the truth, you can't hear us. We're preaching hate based on biblical prophecy, biblical scripture, and historical facts. Okay? They don't want us to go back further than 1619 because it reveals they're telling a goddamn lie about everybody can be saved and God loves everybody. Okay? Because it proves that the Israelites can only be saved by a son of the Most High God, Yahweh Bashir Yahushua, who sent his only begotten son, Yahushua, whom you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, who happens to be a Negro from the tribe of Judah. Moses didn't say anything about the Levitical priesthood coming out of Judah. So by faith, we believe that what the Most High says, that he would follow after the order of Melchizedek, not after the carnal knowledge of the law, but after an endless life. Because did not he say that he had defeated death? If he defeated death, there's nothing left but immortality. Is that not endless life? Wow, man. What the fuck? These people act like they can't read. Or if they can read, they can't understand what they're reading. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna get on out of here, man. I was finna go into some more biblical scriptures, but we've been out here for like 3.5 hours. I done sat up here and waited for this dude to come back so I could take his ass apart in 20 minutes.
I don't think he's coming.
And I don't think he's coming back. So, you know, because I'm always down for a battle of the scriptures. You bring your Bible, I'll bring mine. King James Version, I'm gonna take you apart. Okay, I learned how to take people apart watching the elders and of apostles, a great millstone. They're the ones that taught me this truth, who I'm grateful for. Because other than that, he would have confounded me. But he didn't allow me to finish reading and then cut the brother off rudely. Then he get mad when I cut his ass off. Okay? Anyway, let's pray, man. Yeah. Call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Harakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth to rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Quick prayer for faith, the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Since he's so big on the book of Hebrews, right? Shamar Chizakwa Amawanya La Quataza. Keep strong my faith unto the end. Palo La Yakal Laha Quataza, La Ila Laha Marakab Shal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Hat the Wak Shal Hat Rakwayat. I pray to endure to the end, to ascend to the chariots of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in the midst of the sky. Mawath Ladamayam Ayar. Death to the bloody city. Where's the bloody city at, everybody? The bloody city is America. Babylon the Great, right? Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. I try to go and get these Hebrew scriptures. You don't want to hear it. You know?
What?
No big deal. Right? Nathan Laya, Na'im, Wakawan, Machak, Shawath. Right? Give to me pleasant and right thoughts. Psalms 94 and 11. Gam, Mazadyam, Hershak, Abadka, La'a, Lamashalwa, Baya, Az Ayatham, Wana Kwayathya, Ma Pashai. Also from presumptuous sins, keep back thy servant, let not them have dominion over me, then shall I be upright, and I shall be innocent from transgression. Psalms 19 and 13. Shamar, Labia, Mayan, Kal, Rai, Sharaipium, Isaiah called Ba'ith. Guard my mind from all evil thoughts. Help me to remember your name at all times. Babakusha, 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 the water, Aman. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, please, please. Thanks. So let it be done. Shalom.
Shalom.
Oh, is that yeah, I need that for my TikTok videos. So this is why I can get on there and take some shit apart on there. Oh, yeah, that's fine, man. Gonna go get the car or whatever?
Yeah.
All right, knock yourself out. Right? Right? That's crazy, ain't it? Yeah, there's no shit. That's exactly what we in. And I tried to tell this one brother, but he wanted to talk shit to me, didn't he, brother?
Mm-hmm.
He was talking shit, telling me, what is the book of Hebrews say? Like, monkey, mainstream narrative is beyond disingenuous. They left black to war for Israel. We had war with Israel. When he was asked about the peace in the Middle East, the late president of Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser, stated the Jews will never be able to live here in peace because they left black and came back white. See? This is what those individuals over here that are eating human flesh and drinking blood shit, it's Talmud allows them to do that. That's the reason why they're perverts and they can be pedophiles. This book allows them to do that. Yabamoth 98:8. All children of Goyim are animals. Right? Baba Messiah 114b. Gentiles, Goys, are not humans, they are beasts. God Shas 2, chapter 2, verse 2. A Jew may violate, but be a Jew girl. That right there allows them to rape.
He's talking about these people. Fake Jews.
Right.
We're the real
that
Jews.
allows them to rape you.
The real Jews.
That allows them to rape their own daughters and mothers. That's what they do, man. That's where Down syndrome came from them. Okay? Abada Zara, Gentile girls are in a state of nida or filth from birth. So they say, as soon as you came out your mama, okay, that little baby is filthy in their eyes. Sanhedrin, a Jew may have sex with a child as long as the child is less than 9 years old. They can have sex with a child as long as it's less than 9 years old. That means they can stick their thing in the little baby. No bullshit. This is what he said. This is straight out of their Bible. You flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. Fine brass burned in the furnace comes out copper color. We're the only copper color people on the planet. Okay? As if they burned in the furnace, his voice is the sound of many waters. Which of these images fit the description? I got some questions for you. Okay? I got some questions for you. Check this out. Why were Joseph, Moses, and Paul mistaken for Egyptians? Because they look like that. And Egyptians look like that sign over there with Egyptians on it. And they put us and Egypt looking at each other side by side, face to face. Okay, we'll go look so I can show you. What made Yahushua family think they could go to Egypt and blend in if he's a goddamn cracker? Okay? He ain't gonna fit in a country full of black folks, okay, with that long hair, blonde hair, blue-eyed bullshit. It don't work. Okay? Come over here, let me show y'all something else. Before y'all leave. Okay. Okay. The son of Noah, the progenitor of the dark races. The progenitor means the father or creator, right? Not the Negroes. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. The Most High God made a difference between us as Jews and the Africans. That's the reason why the person Moses, Paul, and the person they ignorantly called Jesus could go to Egypt and blend in. That's the reason why Paul was mistaken for an Egyptian. That's the reason why Moses was raised as an Egyptian, because they look alike. See? Ham, the youngest son of Noah, the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. Compact Bible Dictionary, same thing in that compact Bible Dictionary I got in that bag over there. That's what an African looks like. He'll eat rocks, shit cakes, and get and shampoo his hair with camel piss. I'm telling you what they do. Those are Hamites. We are Shemites. So it's impossible to call us anti-Shemitic. It's bullshit because we come from the same bloodline that Esau came from, which is the bloodline of Shem, of the 3 sons of Noah. That's Emmett Till. That's what they did to a 12 or 13-year-old little boy, man. That's what they did to a little black boy, man. He wasn't but 13 or 14 years old. Okay, so not only that, they drowned him, and then they set him on fire and threw him in the goddamn river and cut his genitals off. That's what they used to do to us during the transatlantic slave trade and slavery. They would still do it right now if they wouldn't try to act all politically correct.
And these people right here, they're the ones that financed and funded the slave ships. All right? They're the ones that funded the slave ships. All right?
I'm telling you, these people ain't gonna piss you off, man. We just go back on the history of what they did to us for nothing, man. We didn't do nothing to these people. They just being assholes and murderous thugs just because they had the ability to shed blood.
And guess what the first slave ship that entered in the Americas was called? It was named
the Good Ship Jesus.
Good Ship Jesus.
That was the first slave ship, and that slave ship was financed by these fuckers right here.
We're claiming that they're the Jews, but are not, and do lie, but are the synagogue of Satan, like the Bible says.
And those are the only people on the face of the earth that attend synagogues. What the fuck? How many clues do you need? Goddamn. You hate us that much that you're gonna agree with a fucking law on purpose? You idiot.
This is for y'all.
Yeah.
We don't get
I
paid
make
to do
these
this.
signs out here. These signs cost me close to $200 a piece. Come on now. I got pictures on both sides, man. You asked me out here for a good output. These pictures. Tripping.
This message.
This is what they want to do, man.
This message.
Right? Army, one world, end of nations. They want to put an end to the nations. That's the reason why they're going to war. One world police force, end of the family unit. They don't want the man in the house no more. That's what welfare was about. To take the man out of the house so the woman can rule over the man. And put the man in prison, which is a pipeline of perpetual slavery. Right? Because if they violate the law, by the Constitution of the United States, Amendment 14, they violate the law, they have to go back to prison. Prison is nothing but a slave state. Right? End of the family unit, one world central bank, end of all private property. They want to take your car, your house, everything, and make you completely dependent on the government. World depopulation and fertility control. That's what they want, man. World depopulation, world. That's everybody in the fucking planet. They want everybody to be depopulated. How are you going to do that unless you burn them up with thermonuclear war? Okay? Because they got a plan. They're going to go into these deep underground bunkers and underground cities and shit, right? It's like, okay, enjoying multiple vaccines, surely, universal austerity income, right? UBI, social media, digital ID, and then what they pushing. See? Microchip for health, shopping, and travel. So you have to have the mark of the beast, RFID microchip, in order for shopping, travel, and health. So in order for you to get paid off your job, here in the next 6 months, you're going to have a digital ID. And that digital ID is the mark of the beast, RFID chip. It says that right there on that sign over there. Okay? Government-raised children, implementation of Chinese social credit system. Are they not trying to implement that social credit system here in America? Once they shut down the internet, they can implement that. That's the only way you can participate in the cashless society again. Right? All businesses run by the state. So all the private businesses and all these proud niggas, I got a chicken shack and all this and that. That's the end of the day for that. Okay, humans concentrated in the 15-minute zones. End of private farms and vegetable gardens. End of animal ownership. Ban on all natural medicine. AI court and the end of individual rights. So you ain't gonna have no rights if you end up going this. They just see the judge who's guilty. By a robot. Come on, man. No, that's no mercy. If you're gonna leave a person's life hanging in the balance by a goddamn AI robot, come on, man. Limited access access to wild spaces, and fossil fuels and modern conveniences. So, microwave oven, TV, the phone, it's just over with. They want that by 2030. That ain't but 3 years from now. Okay.
All right.
3 or 4.
Thank you.
All right,
Get right
so
with the Lord, because he's gonna. If you don't get right with the Lord, he's gonna destroy the wicked and you with the wicked. You know, like the scriptures say, you are of the
right.
of your father, the devil. You know, so hey, go ahead. You know, stay wicked. You know, ignoring the Lord's prophets. All right, which we're proclaiming that we are.
Because we're telling you to your face what the truth is, man, or what these masters is planning. They trying to kill you. They trying to kill your kids. They don't give a shit about you. You're brown. You have unction from the Holy One of Israel, okay, through Yahweh Shah HaMashiach's blood, where you can be saved. But the white folks are stuck here. They're fucked. See? That's the Israelite pie chart of salvation and destruction. Right? 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die, which is a biblical prophecy we found in Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd part shall be left therein. That 3rd part is the one, elect 1/3 found in Revelation chapter 7, verse 9. That's the 1/3. Okay? And the 1/3, and I will bring them through the I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, right? The fire of adversity, and will refine them as silver is refined, and refine them as gold is tried. Okay? They shall call on my name. And I had a sign out here with the Lord's name, but the brother took it right quick. But yeah, this is basically, these are the 2 prophecies that you got to work on. They're going to be jumping off the next 2 years. If this war continues, they're going to open up the national grounds because they have to already. They have to go into the ground. And if they're going to sign up for the back. It's ready to go side. So all the Americans, that's the plan. Okay? So between the ages of 26 and 18, I'll see you on the other side. Because that's, I mean, it's either that or commit a crime. Commit a crime. You know how many people finna go to jail on purpose? Because the motherfuckers tell me to go, I'm going to jail. I ain't finna go over there and fight with these monkeys. I ain't doing it. No. Okay, no problem. It's lucky. So, yeah, so that's basically what's going on, man. So we're trying to do what we can to wake the people up. That's usually how it happened, right at the end of camp. Here come everybody. Want to know what it's all about. That happened to me last week when it started raining on me. People came up at the last minute when they saw me putting my signs up. They said, "Oh, wow, we got to stop." Carload of people came. My YouTube channel. Right? See what I'm saying? These Edomite devils trying to sing the gospel. They don't know nothing about music or nothing. They stole everything. Y'all remember that shit. Okay? So, you know, godless devils. See, when I made all these signs, it convicts their soul. It convicts their soul, man. That was created by my people. And he riding off on a bike. But you're reading the gospel hymn created by us. These motherfuckers are hypocrites, dog. I'm telling you. What the hell? You gonna sing out of the Holy Scriptures at us? These motherfuckers, whatever, man. Okay, but that's Esau. Shalom.
Shalom.